Okay. You want me to go ahead and start it? Yes, no?
Now you can.
The broadcast is now starting. All attendees are in listen-only mode.
Hello, everybody. How are you tonight? Hello, Steve. Hello, Leonard. And Mike and Randy, Howard and Michael and Quinn, John, Dan, Estrelita, hello. Maureen. Another Michael. Great. Mr. Stanbeck, how are you, sir? I did get your PM, by the way, and I had to forward it to a person who knew how to answer those questions because I don't. Hello, Brian. John C., hello. Hello, RJ. Scott says
Okay.
client by tomorrow is good. Great. Hello, Lorna. We're going to give everybody just a couple more minutes to get in here and get settled in. Hello, Tom.
Audio test. Hello, hello. Can you hear me?
Hello, Don.
Hello, hello, hello. Hello.
Conrad says this is his first webinar he's able to attend live.
Awesome.
Glad you're here.
Conrad, welcome.
Tom Burlington's here. Please read your email, sir.
RJ, I am never doing an 8-hour webinar ever again. The new bar is 9.
Oh, my goodness.
He says thanks. What? Well, Rick said, Wes, we got to break the record. And so we were going to shut down at about 7:30. He's all, come on, it's only another 45 minutes. I go, okay, let's just do it. And Jeff was there. Rick was there. There was actually 60 or 70 of us that were still there. And so we decided, all right, well, we'll do it. And
At the 6-hour mark when I came back on, there was still like 100 people on. It was ridiculous.
No, it was not ridiculous.
Yes, it was.
No, it was not. Anyways, so we went ahead and did it, and then it was funny, you know, on the Sunday webinar. And by the way, guys, everybody here, I'm gonna make sure that everybody gets all the links and all that stuff. I made the pages. I'm gonna be dropping the links into the chat box. Be sure and get them there. If for some reason you don't get the links, be sure and write Kelly or myself an email and just say, hey, can I get a copy of the links, and I'll send you the notepad that has the links and all that stuff on there. But on the pages that I'm going to give you, it'll have all the links and all that stuff anyways. But for anybody that wants the 8-hour webinar or is curious about the 8-hour webinar, we started off, we went through a bunch of material. And the materials that we went over, it was just everything that anybody wanted to know about. And as it turned out, gosh, there were so many incredible questions that it just went on. There's a ton of just value in just all that information all by yourself. I haven't had time to pull the audio out of it yet, but there's a program called AOA Audio Extractor. If you just Google it, you'll see it. If you drop it in there, it'll pull it out and turn it into an MP3, and then you can break it up into bite-sized pieces. But I really just wanted to do the webinar to give somebody somewhere, some place to go to hang out in case they didn't have anywhere to go, and answer any questions that anybody has about starting off the new year. And as it turned out, we talked about, everything. It was life-changing events. You know how you make a commitment to making new goals, and okay, this year on the first, this is what I'm going to do, and I'm going to lose 10 pounds, and you know, we talked about the whole eating like a caveman. That's actually the way that you want to diet, because if you just stop eating, your metabolism. And so we just went on for hours about just all kinds of stuff. So if you're ever really bored and you want some entertainment, you want to listen to me talk for like 8 hours, and then carry input, some real absolutely phenomenal stuff. But you know, the actual the most the material that actually you really want to listen to is about the first 10 minutes of Sunday's webinar, where Yvette shared her life-changing story. And she shared part one because it has she was hosting a party, so she couldn't stay on real long, a New Year's Day party, but she wanted to come on and share with everybody about what had happened in the little thing. So be sure and listen to just at least the first 10 minutes of it. And then part two on the Monday night webinar, part two, she really goes into depth, and we didn't know, but she came on and she shared with it. So at the 57-minute 40-second mark of Monday's replay, go there and listen for about 10 minutes, and the rest of it, it's, you know, kind of the I'll give you all the materials and everything else, but those two pieces of content, boy, I tell you, you want to talk about an inspirational story that will just get you fired up and believing that anything is actually possible. That is by far the gems of both of those. I don't know if Yvette's going to make it here live or not, but if she does, I will certainly ask her to speak to you guys again, because there's a bunch of new people that weren't on the webinars. And also, can I ask did everybody get the replays, or I want to make sure everybody has all the links to the replays and everything. I sent them all out in the emails, but I just want to make sure everybody has them as a majority. I'm going to put the links in the chat box also, just to make sure that we have them. Okay, that's what I thought. Lorna, you have them anyways. So, awesome, excellent. And yeah, Brian, AOA audio extractor, excellent. So you guys, welcome. Tonight, Kelly's not feeling real good, but she's here. She's going to be helping in the background. She's got some information that she's going to contribute. A lot of you guys have heard some of this stuff before. I am very interested in the questions that you guys have. I would like to address. Here is the scoop. Here's what happened. Sunday, during the 8-hour webinar, of going over all the questions and setting up everything, I told everybody, hey, you know, I'm going to open up coaching for $97 a month, and if anybody's interested, you know, you guys can sign up and whatever, and we'll talk about online, offline, we'll talk about all the lessons of anything that you need help with, and on and on and on. Well, Monday, there was Sunday night when I was done, there was about 80, Kelly 80, maybe even 100. There was probably 100 emails where people were saying, Wes, that, you know, everything that you taught us is absolutely phenomenal, and I want into the coaching program, but here's the situation. I don't have the spare $97. Can I pay you in a couple weeks? And how many people here can relate to that exact? I know that frustration. How many people here can relate to that?
My 50-cent salary can.
Well, exactly. So here's what I did. I brainstormed all night. I was like, how can I do this? Because I really want you guys to have the materials and stuff. And I thought, you know what? What if I just taught you guys how to do it? And I said, that way you're going to make the money if I just teach you. And then if you want more, I can give you more. Steve, how you doing? Steve's all the way in Singapore. I imagine it's probably 4 in the morning over there. He said, hello, everybody from Singapore. I bet he's about the first person. He's the furthest person away. But anyway, I racked my brain. I was thinking, how can I do this? And so on Monday's webinar, I presented an idea to the group where, what if I was just to teach everybody the materials and give them the opportunity to be able to learn how to make money fast. The basic core, this is what you need to do to get money in your pocket. And I'm not talking about just the 97 bucks. I'm talking about how to be able to have 500 bucks in your pocket this week bam. And if you put yourself in action, if I give you all the tools, if I give you everything that you need, I mean everything that you need, I'm not talking about holding back. And then there's people that'll want to talk to on the phone, and then there's people that won't want to talk on the phone because I have live examples where I've talked on the phone, and I thought, well, if I put a package together and I just shave out all the pieces of the 8-hour webinar, and then I take the pieces of the Monday's live calls so I can show you that one, and I take the pieces with the envelopes, and I take the pieces with the emails, and I take the pieces with Kelly's Get List, and I take all the little pieces and I put it together in a couple little hour deal that you can absorb in just like not 15 minutes. I can have you guys call in targeted leads, and I just boom, here you go. And what to say and what to do. But if you don't want to talk on the phone, I got plan B. 15 minutes, I got you making qualified leads that you can put into envelopes and send off. And now that'll take a couple days to come back, but I'm showing you how to find out who to call and what to call, what to say to at least get their interest. And I thought, all right, so I'm going to present this idea, but that's not fair to everybody that's already paid the $97 for this information. So I thought, all right, because they need to get their 97 bucks back. And I said, well, what can I do? And I was like, well, how about this, guys? What if everybody that wants to guest into the information, if we hold them accountable, they have to, because they didn't pay the $97, we've got a regimen for them to follow, and if they don't follow, they're out. And everybody's like, what are you talking about, Wes? And I said, well, I got an idea, and this is exactly the idea, and this is what we're going to go over. If anybody wanted into the program, I have one major requirement. You have to take action. You've got to show me that you're taking action. That's the requirement. So how many people would like to have that option and explore that option? Would that be anything that you guys are interested in? I'm going to go over all the tools and everything else, but I'm just curious to see because if you're stuck and I give you a whole system and it helps generate you money, whether you buy into the program or not, I've given you tools, and that's what makes me the happiest, if you're willing to try and learn. Awesome. Awesome. Everybody's just going, wow, this is great. And now I've got a couple questions that come up that I'm going to address real quick. Tom, it's covered. Got it. Don't worry about it. And so there we go. Want to take action. Excellent. All right, let's get the show on the road. Here's what I've got for you guys.
Before we get to that point, do you want to just make sure we're exactly clear for everybody who maybe didn't make it into the Skype chat group today about how serious accountability is?
I'm going to get there towards the end.
Okay.
I want to show them and teach them what we're gonna be going over, so that way, again, guys, I'm not gonna keep you here for 8 hours. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna go over it real fast. Kelly's gonna show you exactly what we need to do to get started. Then I'm gonna walk through part 2. Then I'm gonna give you the videos. I'm gonna give you the stuff that you need to do this. I'm gonna show you the pages. I'm gonna give you the links, and I'm gonna send you off on your own, so that you can get started doing this ASAP. There's no reason for me to sit here for a long time going over all this, and then the rules, we'll go over those at the end. So with this being said, I'm going to get you guys rolling. Ronette, hi, how are you doing? I sent you a thing. So you're set. You're covered.
We were talking about you earlier.
Yeah, your ears have to be burning. Guys, listen to this. Ronette, she didn't know. She wasn't real sure. She was one of the live calls that you're going to hear in the recording that I made for you guys. Because what Kelly's going to show you, people were like, well, how do you call him? What do you say? And I was like, okay, well, I'll tell you what. In fact, I'll do it right now. Kelly, go ahead. Let's just start the show, and let's let them watch it live.
What are we doing? I'm sorry, I was reading.
You want to do your Valpak?
We can't, yeah?
Okay. Do a Valpak, and I'll make a call. How many people would like to see what I'm talking about on a real live call on a lead? Has anybody seen anybody do this before?
Yeah, Stephanie, really quick, she said, I forgot how to ask for money. And I don't know anybody who's ever forgotten how to ask for money. We will get to that question in just a minute. Guys, if you post several questions and we don't answer, that's because we're going to answer it, so please just be patient. Um, so um, we will get to that, I promise. Okay. Wesley, you're the presenter, so do you want me to just pull up a Valpak, or do you want to do it on your screen? Want me to
I'll
do
do
it?
it.
You want to do it?
I'll do
Okay.
it. You read. I tell you what. I'll pull it up on my screen since I have it here. And let's do this. Actually, since I'm changing course a little bit, let me do this because we're going to do a live example. Guys, when you're looking for leads, you got to go where the money is. And when you're going where the money is, you want to find businesses that understand the importance of advertising. And what I'm talking about is if they are not already spending money on advertising, then they don't understand what the importance is of exactly what they're looking at. Here we go. So what you want to do is you want to find prime opportunities. Now, let me ask you a question. If the value of a customer to a business is like $20, how much money can they afford to pay you in comparison to a customer value to a business that's like $6,000? How much can they afford to pay you? And what I'm talking about, guys, is if you call the restaurant owner, think about how much you spend at a restaurant. You don't spend very much because dinners, as a general rule, aren't that much. Let's say that you go to the fanciest restaurant that there is in town, not the Ritz-Carlton or anything like that, but a fancy restaurant. You're out for about $100. But the LASIK eye doctor, you know how much LASIK costs? And by the time you're done with all the treatments and all the other stuff, approximately $6,000 a person. Or let's take the roofer. The roofer, your average roof on a house is about $8,000, somewhere right in there, and commercial buildings go up from there. So you want to look for, and I'm doing the fast version, guys. I'm not going to drag this out very long. You want to look for prime opportunities. You want to go where the money is. You want to do some research on it. You want to look it up in Google. And you want to definitely, I like car dealers because the average profit on a car is $1,700 on a new one, $1,000 on a used one. And car dealers have bad reviews. And cars don't sell with bad reviews. I mean, think about it. Do you go to a 5-star place? I don't. I mean, a 2-star place? I don't. I'd rather go to the 5-star place. So if you have like a car dealer that has bad review, you can fix this for them. And if the car values are, $7,500 for a car dealer reputation management package is only 7.5 cars. One LASIK eye surgeon customer is $6,000. If you do your homework when you're looking these people up for the car dealerships, you see if they have bad reviews or if they haven't claimed their Google Places page. You want to find out what their research is to figure out what they need, what they have, what they don't have. All this is in all the videos. By the way, guys, if you have any questions on what I'm going over, I want to get through this real fast. Then I want to get you watching the videos because what I'm going to show you here in just a second is going to get the ball rolling where by Friday you should be able, there's no reason why you shouldn't be able to have a check for $500 easily. And then you just keep rinsing and repeat this. And by the end of the month, if you listen to Yvette's story, you guys should be well on your way, and you're going to have those links for it. So you want to find the prime opportunities. You want to go where the money is. Car dealers, $7,500. Now, if the average package for a car dealer is $7,500, what if you went in and said, hey, the average package the average package on a car dealership for claiming their places page and doing all this stuff is $70. What if I made you a heck of a deal for $1,000 because you're actually going to be the first one that I'm going to do? I'm part of a team where I've got some coaching help, and I'm going to use you as the example, and as a result, you're going to get a $6,500 discount. Does that sound good? Guys, you could sell this if you wanted to. You could try this. If you're an extroverted personality like I am, you could do this. But if you're not, that's okay. I just want you to grasp the concept of going where the money is. Reputation right now, stars are hot. Think about it this way. When you go to the movies, what do you look at? Do you look at the stars? I do. I'll look at the stars before I even read the title, and then I'll look at the stars. If it's 5 stars and then it's a cartoon for the kids, I go, oh man, I don't want to watch that. So then I look for the next set of 5 stars. I mean, think about it. When you're on Amazon, you're looking for a new toy, a new camera, a new video camera, something like that. And do you not, this is the way I do it. See if it's the way you do it. Do you not look at the stars first, then you look at the price? As long as you're in the category of, cameras, let's say I'm looking for a camera, I'll look at the stars, then I'll look at the price. And if the price fits within what I have in my budget, then I'll look and I'll see even what kind of camera it is. Right off the bat, I don't look at 3-star. I don't want a 3-star camera. I don't want a 2-star camera. Well, on Google Maps, when you're looking at car dealerships and roofers and plumbers and painters, LASIK eye surgeons, doctors, dentists, cosmetic dentists, any of that stuff, and there's 2 stars, 1 star, 4 reviews, bad reviews, or etc., etc. When you're looking at that, and then there's one guy up top that has 5 stars. 90% of the people automatically, just by default, automatically click on that 5 stars. When you point this out to the business owners and you say, how do you shop? Because sometimes they'll say, well, I really don't care about that. You know what? Run from them. There's so many businesses out there that do care, but they have no idea how to fix it. Now, rather than fixing the 5-star issue or the reputations for the restaurant where the customer value is only $20 and lawyers are hard to work with, but the customer value for a lawyer is very high, but they are not a fast. I want you guys to start making money fast, and the fast money is having targeted leads that you can work with that's not super expensive. So roofers, car dealers right now, this is the time of year that it's a little bit slow. Come tax season, though, and this is the way that you want to put your scoop together. Come tax season, when you guys are driving around, stop at the car dealership and say, hey, hey, do your homework. I noticed that you had some bad reviews, and I can help this. I can help you with this. It takes a couple months to get everything repaired, which it actually doesn't, and I'll show you in the videos. But tax time's coming up where everybody's going to be getting their tax refunds, and so with H&R Block, people are getting it up right now, and we can get this fixed because people shop by stars. So prime opportunities. You want to go where the money is. You can help them with their reputation. This is a very powerful way into the businesses by exploring the stars. Customer reviews. I talk about the customer reviews and how to help them with customer reviews, but you basically want to ask their customers about the positive experiences and help them with their reviews. Get them to fill out review cards. You can also transfer the positive reviews from other positive sites. Yelp, City Search, Insider Pages, Hot Frog, Judy's Book, Angie's List. You take the good reviews there, put them where they count in Google. Yeah.
TripAdvisor is a big one that not a lot of people are remembering, but TripAdvisor is getting pretty big really quick.
Yes. Okay, here we go. Google is definitely the very first place that you want to start. Google Places page. Now, guys, what if you look something up and they haven't even claimed their Google Places page? You can start right there to make 5 videos, 10 pictures, claim their Places page. It only takes a couple hours. It doesn't take that long at all. It's easily worth $500. Guys, it is the single largest point of advertising that there is on the internet, and you know how much it costs? $0. Now, these guys are spending $5,000. If you don't believe me about how much Yellow Pages are, these guys are spending, if you do your homework, if you open up the phone book and there's a full page ad, they're spending $5,000. Look them up and see if they've even claimed their Places page. Guys, this is all in the videos too that I'm going to give you tonight. So I know I'm going very fast and you guys are going, oh my God. But I wanted to show you this, and now I'm going to give you the fast start. Trust me, I'm going to get you rolling real fast. But I want to plant some seeds here for you. So you open the phone book. There's a full page ad. It's $5,000 for that full page ad. And it doesn't matter if it's the dentist, if it's the doctor, if it's the lawyer. Let's chop that page in half. You got a half a page up here and a half a page down there, and it's in black and white. That's still $2,200. And Jeff checked them just the other day as part of the group. He went through, he called, he sent me back everything. It's $5,000 for the magnet on the front of the book. It was I don't remember how much it was on the back. I think it was $8,000. There was inserts, and he got me everything, the websites and all that stuff. But it was $5,000 for a full page color ad in a town of 70,000 people. Then I asked him, I said, why would call the yellow pages where there's actually real, like a real population of a couple million, and I bet you'll find that it's a lot more than that. So just even for a small town of 70,000 people, the yellow pages want $5,000 for a full page ad. So you open it up, you look at it, and they're paying $5,000. By the way, that's not $5,000 one-time payment. That's $5,000 a month. And look them up. And if they haven't even claimed their Google Places page, they're not advertising effectively. You could take that and you call them and say, listen, why in the world are you giving the yellow pages $5? Because every month they are cutting a check, and they're going, oh my God, how can I do this? And you tell them, look, I can eliminate that $5,000 monthly bill. I can bring you more customers in the door that are targeted to your business if you just fixed your internet exposure. How many people would like to know about fixing internet exposure? How many? I'm going to show you guys. Kelly is actually going to show you her little secret. I had to twist her arm twice to be able to let her give you her secret. I mean, this is phenomenal, guys. This is a way that you can do your homework to find out if that company is spending $5,000 on that yellow page. And I'm talking about way more than just Google, but Google's number one that we're looking for. And then we've got the reviews. We want to respond. I jumped ahead on the review sites. Let me finish this one up real quick. You want to set up some type of a review thing for the car dealerships and for any business that you go to be able to capture good reviews. That's how you help them with their reputation on that one. You get the owners to respond back to the bad reviews in a positive manner. Ask them, hey, but you want to ask them to respond to the bad reviews in a way that makes it, even if they're phony reviews, and I'll show you in the videos how to tell if they're phony reviews or not, but even if they're phony reviews, you want to respond in a way kind of like, you don't want to say, oh, you knucklehead, we don't like your kind of customer. Anyways, you definitely, and if you look up your business owner and you're doing your homework and you see that kind of a review or response, you don't want to work with that company anyways. But if they don't respond at all, you want, on a bad review, even if it's a phony one, you want to say, dear Mr. Customer, I am so sorry that you had a bad experience. That goes against everything that we stand for. I am the owner of the business, and as the owner, I like to try and ensure that we provide the absolute best services possible. Is there any way that you can contact me so that I can try and get this situation rectified? My name's Dale. Call me. I'm here 9 to 5. Something in a nice way so that if somebody else is reading down the reviews, and people do read down the reviews, that it makes sense that, okay, because all 5-star reviews looks fishy. I don't care what business it is, you don't ever make everybody 100% happy. There's always somebody upset, and that's okay, because if you respond to it the right way, it actually looks better. It's more official. Not necessarily official. It just looks more real, more natural, and people are drawn to the more natural look of it. So, and then phony reviews, you want to flag those back to Google. And then on the map marker position, you want to see if the map marker is even close to their building, because that's how they're found on the maps for the GPS systems and stuff like that. Now, on the review sites, there's more than just Google. You've got Bing, you've got Yahoo. Bing now powers Yahoo. So with Google, that's 65% of the internet searches. That's how much power Google has, is 65%. Bing and Yahoo got about 33%. And somebody just sent me a deal the other day, and Bing is very, very, very aggressively. Google Places is down to about 63%, and Bing and Yahoo are coming up. So when you're looking at this, don't forget about Bing. By the way, every PC coming out of the box is automatically, by default, Internet Explorer, by default, searches Bing. To be able to search Google, you actually have to change the default browser to Google, or type in that you want to search Google anyways. So if you know how many pages people forget all about optimizing Bing, they go for the Google Places page. So now Apple uses Yelp because Apple is against Microsoft, so it doesn't use that, and they don't want to use Google, so their SIRI, Siri, gathers the reviews from Yelp. So now you've got the reviews on Google Places page, Bing and Yahoo, and then Yelp that you want to check out. And then there's the directories like City Search, Insider Pages, Hot Frog, and all the other review stations that you're going to see that are down at the bottom of any search that you do. I mean, there's always something. So let's do something here. Let's go. Let's just pick one. Meineke. Oh, wrong one. 10 Google reviews.
Wesley, you did make sure to hit record, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. Google review. Down here at the bottom, underneath the reviews, it will list where all the reviews are. Any search that you do, just scroll down here, and it'll tell you where it's got more reviews. And there will be all kinds of them. City Search, Insider Pages, Yelp, yeah, and they're all over, like Urban Spoon for restaurants and Zappos and on and on and on. So whenever you're looking at something, you want to check all the other reviews. Also, here's a way to tell and look at, when you're looking at these things, click on the name, and if they have a whole list of a whole bunch of different reviews from all, and you'll see it every once in a while where somebody somewhere will be in New York and Florida and Texas and California and just all over the place on the same day. And it's funny because car dealers, it's real bad at car dealers. As a matter of fact, let's do this one. Daytona Dodge, I think, is what it was.
Gaines Furniture Outlet's horrible.
What? Who, Gaines?
They have their first 5 people all go to a Subaru dealership, a Honda dealership, and Reliable Chevrolet.
There we go. All right, let's look up at Gaines. I want to show you guys how to spot a phony review stuffer. Is that all right? Is everybody following me, or have I just like smoked everybody? Okay, good. This Gaines Furniture, this one?
Yep.
Not that one. Who was it? It has
Go down to the next one underneath.
this
Rose
one here,
Petal.
Rose.
Yeah, let's see what Rose Petal does.
Oh
See
yeah,
all 15
we got
reviews?
plenty. We do. Let's see,
Okay.
December. We go everywhere, don't we? Sandstone, Massage, Gladstone. Let's see here. We got St. Louis. Lee Summit Chrysler.
Well, yeah, we have
Blue
Lee Summit
Springs
Chrysler,
Ford.
Blue Springs Ford, and then I believe Reliable Chevrolet's down a little bit further.
Uh-oh. Is it lock? Oh, no, there we go. We got Blue Springs Ford, Chrysler,
Okay, well there's Mercury, Chrysler,
Subaru.
Subaru. So there's 3 of them there, and then
This is a review stuffer, guys. This is what you're looking for. And sometimes it's a lot worse than that.
go down to the next one underneath her.
Okay.
Yep.
Citrus. Lee Summit Subaru. They're friends.
And Gaines
Reliable
Furniture.
Chevrolet. They're friends. Oh, look, it's even on the same days. That's funny. Anyways, guys. Okay, now that you get the idea of what you're looking for, when you click on the names, that tells you if you're dealing with a company that is doing review stuffing. And now review stuffing is completely different than asking your I mean, who goes to now? Isn't this odd that this person and this person both actually shop at exactly the same place and
Stay
exactly
the same
on the same
night
days
at the hotels, and who has 3 different cars by 3 different dealerships and takes them to all 3 different places and stays the night at a hotel the same as this complete stranger.
So that's what you're looking for when you're looking at reviews and whether they're real or not. It's completely different when you're helping the business. It's completely different when you're helping the business with honest reviews. Don't get phony reviews. There's no reason to. You can ask for real reviews real fast. It's super, super easy. Now, it's going to take a while to go. Oh, I forgot to go back to the bottom. Let me go down to the bottom of that gains. Here we go. Let's see what they have down here. This is what I'm talking about. City search right here. Guys, this is what in the old days, this used to be called citations, and they'd say, oh, you have to have these citations, and you got to do this, and you got to do that. Citations aren't as important anymore. But this is where you find out where else to go look. It's right down at the very bottom. This is, you want to look and see where, if you're doing reputation management, what are they saying where, and where else are they saying it? Obviously, this has been stuffed because I'll bet you'll find a lot of the same reviews here that you do on Google. And real people don't take the time to log in here, here, and here, and here, and here, and they don't go to all Subaru, and they don't all go to the same
and it's a furniture store.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, not that you can't have reviews, because you can get plenty of reviews, but that, like, they have 43 reviews just on Google alone. They're a one-location furniture store, and not only that, they are in the ghetto of the city. I mean, ghetto of the city. And, yeah, it just doesn't work.
This is what it normally looks like. Just so you guys,
they have 3 Google reviews.
Yeah, this is like regular furniture store. So, and then let's see what we've got here. I bet you this is from Gaines. Who knows? March 5th, January 15th. Let's see what she's got. Don't know. All right, on to making money. You guys get the idea of what I'm talking about, looking for fake reviews and review stuffers. I just want to make sure everybody has an idea. Stephanie, in the video links that I'm going to give you that goes into deeper depth on this, I'll tell you exactly what to do. Yes, when you find a review stuffer, you definitely want to flag that as inappropriate. But I'm asking, it's for everybody that I have here so far. Have I lost you? Am I okay? Are you guys up to speed with what I'm talking about and what to look for? Just click on that little name and it tells you who, what, when, where. Then you also know where to go. RG's like, where am I? I forgot. RG, I'm clicking on your name and it says that you're lost. I know exactly where you are. You're not where you want to be. And then you know where to look on the other review sites. Now, guys, the 3 biggies, Google, 63%, Bing, Yahoo, 64, 65%, somewhere right in there, and then 2% on all the rest. But Apple's iPhone, guys, this is huge. This is huge, huge, huge. 22% of all internet searches are now done it's all on Web 2.0 properties. People don't even own, 22% of the people that are doing internet searches don't even own a desktop computer anymore. They're doing it on the TV or they're doing it on the Web 2.0 properties. All of them. That means that iPhone, which I don't know if anybody's heard of that little company called Apple, their brand new uses the Siri, which gets the reviews from Yelp. So don't forget about Yelp. Yelp is a biggie, especially for all the Apple customers. And all of this stuff for all the Web 2.0 properties all come from the Google Places page. That's what Google is using as the launching point for small businesses' geographical location. That's why Google is setting up the Places page, is because demographically, if you guys notice on your smartphones, for everybody that has a smartphone, Google has said that by 2015, all phones will be considered smartphones and they'll all have GPS in them. All of them. They know exactly where you're at. What good does that do? Well, here's exactly what it does. For example, on my auto repair shop, I have the most information stuffed into my auto repair shop for my Google Places page, because if you're driving down the street and you're within a 5-mile radius of my shop, approximately 5-mile radius, and you type in auto repair Kansas City, or you're looking for an auto repair, it does no good to serve up a place in Texas. None whatsoever. So Google looks at where I'm at on my Samsung charger. It says, well, Mr. Harrison happens to be sitting right here, and in this area there's 5 repair shops, and of the 5 repair shops, Mr. Harrison's shop Above and Beyond happens to have the most information. So let's put him at the top of the map, and then Sam's we'll put right there because he has about 7 pictures, and then we'll put Pete's, and then we'll put the maintenance shop, which, and they're all within 3 blocks. I mean, we all live within a 5-mile stretch. There's like 8, 9 of us. But he who has the most information wins, and guess what? It pops up top on the map with a click to call button. If you don't claim the Google Places page, Google's not 100% sure where you're at. So one of the most important things, especially with the complete mobile craze, being the way that they're aggressively going after Google for the Google Places page, is their interface to be able to claim their local business page is just absolutely phenomenal, guys. Go in there and go play, and oh man, it is so much nicer than Google used to be. Now Google just changed, and Google's trying to make the interface on the Places page a lot easier than what it used to be, and it's just absolutely huge. Web 2.0, RJ, Web 2.0 is all the smart search devices, iPads, iPhones, the smartphones, everything that's mobile. Any mobile device is called a Web 2.0 property. So you guys, just so that you understand, everybody hear? Can you guys hear? Okay,
You're fine.
Okay, good. Just so that you guys understand, the web to all the smartphones, people are ditching desktops. Desktops are becoming a thing of the past, and I am willing to bet. I mean, when you were in Best Buy last time, did you go and look at the Google TV? I did. I mean, they're cool. It's right there. The whole internet's right there. It's on your.
You took me in to look at them.
It's everywhere. It's awesome. So Web 2.0 is very, very important. So when you're talking to these business owners, remind them, hey, do you have a smartphone? Did you know that your smartphone uses your Places page for the location on this? That's how people in the local area find you with the smart devices. Not only that, have you ever been on a GPS and it gives you these recommendations for all the restaurants and all the different various buildings and businesses around the area? That's where they get the information from. Guys, it's huge. Now, you got other review and citation sites. That goes into the Bing, the Yelp, the Yahoo, Info USA, City Search, Judy's Book, the GPS systems. You want to help a business get located in all of these. But what if, now you think that's going to take some time to look all this stuff up, right? And then you got to compile this report, and then you got to take all this information, and then you have to go tell the business owner. And what if that business owner says, oh man, that's like a ton of work? I completely agree. And that's where I had to twist Kelly's arm. Kelly, do you want the screen, or do you want me just to pull up what you want to show them?
We can do either or. You're already right there, so I can walk you through it. and tonight, you guys, it is Trip Advisor, Carlo. Tonight with Get Listed, I usually go through it pretty quick for those of you who've been following, but I've been getting the same question over and over and over and over again, and I made a little video, and I will give you guys a link to that video in case you don't, for whatever reason, are able to follow it here. I'm going to go into a little bit deeper and show you guys how to get around saying you're getting misinformation on Get Listed. Does that sound okay with you guys?
Why don't you just take the screen, because it's going to be easier than you telling me what to do. Or do you want the power on?
My computer just keeps acting funny, and so if I'm presenter and I get lost, I hope we don't lose everybody.
No, you won't lose everybody. You can be presenter.
Alrighty. Yes, Jeff. Yes. Okay, I'm gonna put my questions away, so I can't see your guys' questions. So if I don't answer you, sorry.
All right, guys. Here's what she's getting ready to show you. She's going to show you something that is just going to rock your socks. I told you guys were going to get everything that you needed. We've got a lot of people here. I did not mislead you. Wait until you see what she's about to do. Now, there are videos. There is help. This is recorded. As a matter of fact, this is recorded twice. If you guys have any questions while she's getting set up on how this goes, hang on to them. They are covered in the recordings for everybody that has any questions, because you guys are getting ready. You're going to go, oh my God, that is phenomenal. Ready?
Yep.
Go.
Okay, so getlisted.org is a completely free resource. You pay no money at all, and it is strictly for offline businesses only. No online, offline only. And, oh, I'm sorry, my little boy just came running in. Sorry about that, guys. Getlisted.org is a shortcut. It helps you guys kind of get where you need to go really fast. You need a business name and a zip code, and I'm going to use Mitchell Howard Design as my example because I want to show you guys something really interesting. Their zip code here. You enter in the business name and the zip code, and I want you guys to first click on check my listings. And what this does is it goes through all of the search engines, and you're going to get a page that looks like this. Now, it says that the business is not found. There's no city, state, no website. It is very, very rare that an offline business has absolutely nothing on Get Listed, no address or even a zip code or anything. So when something like this pops up, if you come up here and hit the back button, right under here, hit Advanced Check. And what this does is it checks all of the closest matches within that area for the listing that you put in. Right up here we have Mitchell Howard Designs. Right here, down here we have Mitchell Howard Designs. The reason we got that page is because there's two listings. Somewhere along the way, somebody messed up and made a double Google Places page listing, which is a no-no. You can only have one. And you guys need to click on, if there's 3 of them or there's 2 of them, make sure you click on each one. We're going to click on this one, hit continue. Yes, Barbara, I know I spelled Mitchell wrong, but it's okay. It still usually picks it up. It's pretty forgiving. It shows here all of the address information. It's got its website. It says Google is not claimed, and it has a listing score of 8%. Hit the back button. You'll come right back here. Let's check out this top one and see what that looks like. Here we go, guys, 52%. Google's claimed, Bing is claimed, Yahoo is claimed. Now, earlier today, this said that it was at 48%. I want to stress to you guys that the internet changes daily. And Get Listed is not 100% perfect, but if you check and there's only one listing and this number keeps changing, that's because it's supposed to. The internet changes every day and you guys have to stay up on it. So that's my little tidbit. If you're getting duplicate information or if you're doing research and find out that a page is wrong, do the advanced check and see what's going on and find out if they have more than one listing or not. If you click on details, yes.
Kelly, on that, Ram noticed it. The street address isn't found, the city's not found, and the URL's wrong. How can the Google place? That means that this isn't even optimized with the right address. So Google doesn't even know where to tell the bots that this guy is located at because it doesn't even know what the address is.
That's exactly right, and that's why we got 3 different scores. And it's, if you show this to the business owner, you guys, this is going to make your sell. It doesn't make you look like an ass, and it doesn't make you look like you don't know what you're doing. It's showing the business owner, if Google can't even find you, how do you expect your customers to find you? Let me fix it.
Okay, hold on one second. I want to make sure that they understand the power of this. Guys, when you go walking into a business and you're talking to the business owner, what do they say? Oh, we've got an SEO team that takes care of all of our internet marketing. What if you had this in your hand, printed off, and you go, really? Well, just how much are you paying your SEO marketing team? A couple $1,000s a month? They'll be like, well, yeah, how'd you know? Say, well, I can tell by your report card. because they're not getting you internet exposure. As a matter of fact, let me show you some of the things that people are showing. And now Kelly's really, I just envision having the report card. Oh yeah, I've got an SEO marketing team that takes care of all that, especially when you hand Mitchell a 52% on one listing and 8% on another listing, and then you tell him it's against Google rules to have duplicate listings to begin with, number one. Number two, all the searches are done on a smartphone are based off the Google Places page. You've claimed it, that's obvious, but Google has no idea where you're even at because the address isn't even in there. And you have an SEO marketing team. Now guys, I want to be very clear. In a business owner's mind, he thinks that because he has an SEO guy that his internet exposure is all taken care of. He does not understand that an SEO guy, all he does is optimize the home page so that the keyword density is right, the meta tags are right, the URL and all the other stuff is correct. But in the business owner's mind, because they don't speak the same language, the computer guy says, yeah, I'll SEO your website. The business owner thinks, he takes that as, oh, my internet exposure is now taken care of because I'm paying him $2,000 a month, when in fact it's not. He may have the keywords and everything optimized on the website, but that has nothing to do with internet exposure, which is what Kelly's showing you right here. Now, it gets even better than this. Is everybody on the same page of what we're talking about here so far? I just want to make sure that we're not talking about SEO. I don't even touch the company's website. This is all about the actual business location. This is where the power of this is.
So I used to get listed this exact example that we were just talking about with Curly Furniture. That's how I actually got her to talk to me, is because she said, well, you know, we have a SEO guy that takes care of that. And I said, I bet you're in a contract, and I absolutely understand. I definitely do not want to ask you to break your contract to come work for a complete stranger. But please take a look at Get Listed, so that you can see what, I don't know what your SEO guys are promising you, but this way you can see for yourself and not from my mouth what they are or are not doing. And please call me with any questions. I will be more than happy to explain to you what everything means, and then you can address it accordingly with your SEO guy. I've done the research already. I might as well pass it on.
Just one more example. I want to take a live example so that you guys understand exactly what I'm talking about. Kelly, would you pull up Dr. Wiles, please?
Mm-hmm.
Now, guys, Dr. Wiles, remember I was telling you about the LASIK eye surgery? The $6,000 per customer value, and he did LASIK on my eyes. Best decision I ever made. I love being able to see without glasses. It's phenomenal. Number one. Number two, I told him, I'm like, Doc, I made him some videos. If you type in LASIK eye surgery 64118, you'll see I've got 4 or 5 videos right there on page 1. I'm like, Doc, look what I did for you. And would you like more internet exposure? He says, well, Wes, I've already got an SEO marketing team. You know, what do I need that for? Guys, the only reason Google is claimed, if you look at his Google page, the only reason his Google Places page is claimed is because I claimed it for him. Otherwise, he wouldn't have anything. Yet he told me that his SEO marketing team has got everything covered. He's got 2 locations, and without his Google Places page being claimed, he had less than 20%. Now, guys, I said if you had this printed off and you walked in and you handed it to him, think about if you don't want to walk in and because you're not comfortable, you're not an extrovert like I am. But what if you took this and you said, hey, Dr. Wiles, I wanted to bring to your attention some problems that I've noticed with your internet exposure, and you put it in a FedEx envelope and you FedExed it to him. But guys, I'm going to show you how to send a FedEx envelope without having to spend the $15 to send a FedEx envelope. You get the FedEx envelope, which by the way,
you're jumping secrets. You're getting sidetracked. We can go back to that.
Yeah, all right. Anyways, you take it to the post office, send it off. But if you don't want to talk to him with this report card, and you're showing them, hey, Doc, you're spending $2,500 for an SEO team that is taking care of 2 locations for you, and yet you don't even show up. And Kelly's going to show you exactly how you get this report card. Screen share or snag it. And guys, I have free screen capture hardware, software for you guys. I've got everything. I have everything that we're talking about right now. I've got every link for you. I'll have it all set up, and you guys can just go click, 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 and I give you everything. When I tell you I'm going to give you a 2012 gift, I'm giving you everything. There's nothing at the end that you need more to be able to go and do this. I mean, and please do me a favor. That's my client. Don't do that one. If you
Scott,
do,
we are
on
not
that.
SEO marketing. We are this is like online reputation management. We are not doing SEO. SEO is completely different.
Yes, and that SEO, you get into, guys, everybody has a nephew from an uncle that is a computer geek that all takes care of their SEO. Business owners only concern themselves, there are three primary, one more time. Business owners have three primary pain points. It's universal. They never have enough time, they never make enough money, and they never have enough customers. With this right here, you're helping save them time by offering your services, and you're going to get them internet exposure, which is going to increase their profits because they have more exposure. They don't have to spend the $5,000 on the phone book. And guys, I tell you what, when you guys open up your phone book, run that business that is paying $5,000 for that ad, look at their get listed and see how much internet exposure they have, and tell them, yeah, I can get you all over the internet, which is, by the way, you don't have to pay, which has 5 times the smartphone. When was the last time you opened the phone book, Doc? You use it at a doorstop just like I do. And nobody optimizes it. Yellow Pages does not. The next thing they'll say is, yeah, but the Yellow Pages gives me a website. It's not optimized. It's Flash. It doesn't count in Google. Google doesn't know what to do with a Flash website. It's a picture.
And business owners do not know the difference between SEO and what we do.
They have no idea. Now, we understand it, but they don't. So, just so that you
SEO
understand.
just exploded. All of the businesses were getting hit with SEO over the last 8 months. Everything was SEO, and now the tide has shifted, and it's going to online reputation management
Which
and
is
Google.
huge, guys.
It's huge right now, and you've got to get in front of it and ride the wave. So make sure you guys do not go after a business with the attitude that, their SEO marketing team is going to shut you down. There's no reason you can't work with their SEO marketing team, and encourage the business owner to hire you so that you can work with them, not against them. Let them do the website. Let them do your keyword research for you to rank videos. Let them do the hard work.
Okay,
Convince them that you want to work with them.
now, since she brought up the reputation, let's go back to Get Listed, and you pick one of the good ones. And watch this, guys. Not only can you hand them a report card, but Get Listed will show you what people see when they go to find these people, which helps you because instead of going to each one of those spots, watch this.
You still need to do your research. Please make sure you do your research. But right here, there's details. It tells you about every single listing that there is, how many pictures, etc., etc. It gives you a to-do list on what you need to do to get the ball rolling. But right here, see this little star right here? It says reviews. Dr. Wiles doesn't have any, but sorry, it's taking a little while. Here we go.
Lori, I want to share that. Lori, why Kelly's doing that? Lori says, for your information, something I've noticed is that there's a lot more auto as well as spa, dental, and health clinics putting ads on TV. She's going to take those notes on those, and she's looking up their get listed exposure. Guys, do you know how
Continental
expensive
siding.
it is to put an ad on TV? It's expensive as all. What about billboards? What about every advertise? What about a full-page newspaper ad for all the cars and everything? They're paying $10,000 for that ad for that weekend. And what if you look them up online and they got 2 stars? Do you want to go to that dealership? Yeah, he just spent 10 grand for that ad for that full-page ad. Guys,
Continental siding is huge here. And I fired off an email and left a phone message with them today because they have 2 commercials an hour on TV, and their Google Places page is not claimed. They have bad reviews, and I'm going to help them.
Guys, take the phone book, turn it over. There's an attorney on the back. See what their internet exposure is, and then realize the back of the phone book in a major metropolitan area is $20,000 a month. Let that sink in, guys. $20,000 a month. And I'm going to hand you the tools that you need to be able to go get that client.
And you guys don't have to know how to do all of the other stuff to get him first, just so you know.
You just save him time, you bring him higher profits, and you get him more customers. That's all you got to do.
So
and
back to get listed.
Any business owner that you talk to, if you remember those 3 pain, hey, I understand. And here's an easy way to do it, guys. Hey, so how's business? And they'll tell you right off the bat, well, you know, it's all right if I just had time to be able to get everything done. You know, I'm here 80 hours a week, and seems like I'm not making anything, especially with the economy being as bad as it is. And man, you know, it's really tough getting customers in the door nowadays. You just go, yeah, I understand. By the way, I did a little research, and probably part of the reason that you're not getting any customers is because you have no internet exposure, and that's where the customers are, number one. Number two, I saw that you're spending 20 grand a month on the back of the phone book, and you have no internet exposure. And so, you know, I can save you a ton of money. When she's squiggling like that, I think she's telling me to be quiet. No, maybe not. You guys understand what I'm talking about? If you see a big billboard, especially one of the digital ones, guys, take notes of when you're sitting in traffic. Take notes of what companies you see advertising on those billboards. Look them up. They're paying $2,500 a month to have that thing flash like that, easily that much, if not more. The paper ones are hugely expensive to have printed, and yet here's Google, the largest advertising corporation in the world, gives the business a free advertising medium that is optimized for local, and people don't even take the time to claim it because they don't know how. They don't know it's there. They don't know what their exposure is. Guys, the opportunity is extremely huge.
Unfortunately, I found out today that the average customer value for a funeral is about $7,500.
Oh, that's just a basic stick them in a cardboard box and put them 6 feet down. If you cremate or you want a vault, it gets into the 20,000, 40,000. It gets expensive. Dale used to work in undertaking. Oh, it's hugely profitable.
So there's another lead. Just a positive. You guys think outside of the box. Outside
Any
of the
advertisement is open game. All right, show them their reviews. Guys, now we got the report card for the business. Is everybody on page with that one? I want to try and get some of the new people that are joining us tonight. I want to make sure that they're understanding. I'm getting a lot of comments from people that are already interacting with us. Yeah, there we go. RJ, awesome. Good deal. Is anybody lost? Can we go forward? Because she's getting ready to show how powerful the reviews are, because it shows you everywhere that you can get reviews. Get Listed is a one-spot shopping tool that you can use to compile a report
quickly
in your hand and either stick it in a FedEx envelope or put it in a binder and carry it in and say, look, I just thought I would show you how your SEO team is doing. Okay, good. So we all understand the mindset of a business owner. The 3 things that all business owners have in common that are pain points: time, profits, customers. And this is critically important to them. And especially when you show them that the $2,500 that they're giving to the SEO guy, the SEO marketing team, has only got them at 8% or 12% because they don't understand. I just want to make sure you guys understand how powerful this information is, because if it doesn't seem powerful to you, then you're not going to be able to get it across to them. And all of this stuff is in the links in the videos and all that stuff that I'm going to give you guys tonight too. You guys liking what we've got so far?
Is that a yes?
I am very glad, by the way, guys, I am very glad that you're here.
Me too.
This is my gift to you guys. As you can tell, I am fired up. Oh, I'm fired up.
Me three. Yay.
Awesome. Take her away. Or do you want me to keep going?
No, I keep getting interrupted. Are you done?
I'll shut up. You guys, you know what? This is amazing. She never lets me get away with interrupting. She's like, shut up.
Shut
So
up,
I tell you
Wesley.
what, I'm going to zip it. Nope, RJ got me. RJ, you're fired. All right,
All
I'm going to go
right.
ahead and mute. I'm just going to answer questions.
Okay, so let's get back. We got a little bit off of track, so let's come back up here to our snapshot really quick, just an overview. Right now, we went from Howard Mitchell. We were at Above and Beyond Auto Repair because I want to show you what it looks like from getlisted.org when you want to see what kind of reviews they have. Right here, it's got a little star. If you click review, it's going to tell you the recent reviews. That doesn't mean it has every single one of them. You still have to do research. But the most recent reviews on Google, at Bing, it tells you how many are there, at Yelp, and at Yahoo, and at Yellow Pages, if they have that. And some of these will be duplicate listings, but that's because, Bing powers Yahoo, so it's kind of expected. But nonetheless, you can click on the reviews, and it takes you to their places page, and it shows you all of the reviews. Response from owner, so you can do your research and find out who, what, when, where for the business that you're at. And this saves a whole lot of time if you have a client that you're on the fly and they want information right now. This is just a really quick way to get a brief overview of what the business is like so that you know where to go and what kind of a service plan to offer them. Does everybody see that? I don't have my questions, Wesley, so you'll have to kind of guide me here. Steve, if they still might get listed idea and pass it on to their SEO guy, yeah, I don't care if they do, because odds are their SEO guy isn't going to know how to use it, as being he wasn't using it to begin with, if that makes any sense. And at some point, they're going to call me and say, hey, can you fix this? I planted the seed, and that's all I have to do. If I provide information and they do it themselves, I can almost guarantee, since it wasn't done right to begin with, I haven't given them the tools that I give you guys, they're not going to be able to fix it. Does that make sense? Now, giving other internet marketers my secret is a different thing, because if Get Listed becomes a WSO, we'll have a problem. But as far as the businesses and their SEO guys, who cares? So that is, in a nutshell, that is my Get Listed. And I use Get Listed for everything. From day one that I started working for Wesley, he says, hey, Kelly, we have a client, I need so-and-so, I need such and such, or how much is... how many reviews does this person... I've used Get Listed. It is just something that I'm able to gather really quick information from so that I have a starting point and know what kind of research I need to do. And yes, Get Listed has been around for a really long time, but nobody knows how to use it. Not until now. Anyway, they have not... I talked to David. He is the co-founder of Get Listed, and... They actually didn't even realize that I was using their program, their resource, for the method that I need. They never intended it to be that way, so they were really ecstatic that I was able to create this with them. And they do have a very, very good customer service support slash area. They do get back to you pretty quickly. It is only in the U.S. right now. They have very limited listings in the U.K. and Canada. They have plans to go nationwide, but it is not on their top priority list. because they want to get all of the bugs and stuff kinks worked out in the USA first. For those of you who are new, completely new to internet marketing, I want to show you one more little favorite area of mine. Click on Learning Center. And for those of you who don't know what a citation is or why it's important, right here, it tells you what a citation is, why it's important, and you can memorize this one little line, or you can click on Learn More, and you have a whole little article here about why it's important. My favorite part is the local search glossary. If you guys want to know what a citation is, there's the definition. Claim, there's the definition of claim, and it crawl and the act of reading web pages by a search engine, and it also gives you the other terminology that's associated with it as well. So here's a nice little area. If you're not sure what something means, geotag, geositemap, come to the Learning Center. It tells you, it'll walk you through it so that you can learn at your own pace and you aren't reading 50,000 people's responses on telling you what their version of what a headed keyword is. It's all right here for you. Very simple, very easy to understand, and it's right on the money too. So there's the one little extra bonus that I have for Get Listed. Anybody have any questions?
John Get Listed only has 3 listing. We haven't found a replacement that is as good as Get Listed. There are some other ones, localsearch.org and some other ones, but I don't know how well they cover the UK. We've got several different people in New Zealand, Australia, the British, UK, and Germany and stuff, and so far we haven't found anything that comes close to what that is yet. So we've been trying. We've been on the search. We've been searching, but we haven't found anything that actually covers it real good yet. Now, guys, on the Get Listed, I want to get this going because I told you I wasn't going to keep you here real long.
UBL sucks, George.
Yes, big time, and it
doesn't offer you. Yeah, it doesn't offer you near the information you get.
Okay, here's the thing. We've been here for an hour. We've been here for an hour and 15 minutes. Here's the deal. I'm going to tell you guys on the accountability thing. If you guys want in on this stuff, we can hold you accountable. What I will do is I will just tell you exactly what the deal is. I'm going to give you everything that you need. You've got it. But here's the deal. You got to take action. I need a brief daily report describing what actions you took towards your daily achievement for landing your clients. And that's exactly what I want to know, your first client. If you guys are experienced at this stuff, I'm going to give you some more tools here in a minute. We're going to go over it. I give you some Craigslist ads. So I'm going to give you the packages. I'm going to give you everything. The replays will walk you through exactly everything. We haven't even got to the fun part yet on the Valpak, where I'm going to do the live calls here in a minute. But I've got a couple people asking that they have to get out of here, so I want to make sure that you know. Email me at info@offlinebarrierbreaker, and we will help you. We will guide you. We will hold you accountable. We want you guys to try and do this as fast as you can so that you're at least making money. And then if you want into the coaching program after you've made some money, you're more than welcome to, but you don't have to. But if you don't take action, you're guaranteed not to make anything. So if you want to be held accountable for what you want to do, there's going to be a link that gives you all the rules. And you got to follow them. Guys, it's important that you can read and follow directions, because on the Google Places page, if you submit stuff to the wrong spot, you can get a business owner's listing suspended.
And not only that, there's quite a few of you. There's one of Wesley and there's one of me, and I am the one who's overseeing the accountability part of it. I am holding you accountable for it because I could be out getting prospects and leads, but instead I'm here helping you guys. So if I'm losing money, you're going to be making it, period. Does that make sense?
The accountability notepad I'm putting in the chat box right now so that you can see what program we're talking about. Now, currently, I think there's about 100 people in there, and you guys are doing phenomenal. I mean, you guys are really doing great. There's a few people that are a little confused, but for the most part, everybody is getting leads. They are knocking out of the park. My sister found out about this Monday night when I was posting the webinar. She called me to ask me about a car question. She's like, "Brother, what are you doing?" I said, "I'm just working on the internet." She says, "Really?" I said, "Yeah." She said, "Well, what are you doing?" I said, "Well, I just put a little webinar together. Here's a link to this." Guys, she sat there. She watched the entire 8-hour webinar, then watched. My mom texted me the next morning and said, "Your sister stayed up all night watching the whole Sunday 8-hour webinar." Then she watched the 2-hour webinar. She's got 20 pages of the phone book ripped out. She happens, I think she's online. I could even bring her on and let her tell. She just took action. If you guys listen to the Yvette story, she just took action. If you guys will take action, the sky is the limit, I swear. And that's why I made the offer, is because I want to teach you how to do the money first. But if you take all these materials and all these tools, and when I say all, this is what I'm talking about. Whoop, Kelly has the screen, doesn't she? Never
Oh
mind.
yes. Do you want me to add? Do you want me to get her? I want to really quick finish
Okay, go.
the whole accountability thing, you guys. I know I can come across really hateful. Please follow instructions. I really don't have patience for those of you who don't. Just because we are all grown adults here and we all need money, and I can you mute her
I'm
real
here,
quick?
Wes, if you need me.
Hey, Raina, tell them real quick, how many leads did you make?
21.
And you did it today, yesterday?
Well, I did it after I heard your second seminar. I started ripping out pages out of the phone book.
Awesome.
And you told me to rip the whole page and the half pages. So I ripped out half pages and whole pages and the back of the phone book.
And the middle of the phone.
And the middle of the phone book. The phone book's not looking so pretty right now.
The doorstop got lighter?
Yeah, it got a lot lighter. It's kind of shredded. But you know what the good...
Tell him what you attached.
Oh, and I attached the get listed percentage listing score to the front of it. So that when I do go to a business, I at least am prepared with the reviews that they have or don't have, and how big of a bill they have paying on half of their page ad when they're not even being seen on the internet like they should be. So gives you, I mean, it gets you motivated. It seems so easy to me, honestly. I mean, you give all the tools that you need, a phone
Excellent.
book and a rating, and here you go.
Excellent, excellent, excellent.
Can I share a really quick story of a conversation that I had with Estrelita yesterday?
Yeah.
So I was talking to Estrelita, and she was telling me how she was talking to these people on the phone, and she said, I was so nervous, and she said I was fumbling around in the very beginning, but then by the time I got into the conversation halfway through it, I was talking just like normal. I felt confident. She said, and I could hear myself knowing what I was doing. She said, and it felt good. And I got goosebumps all over, because that's exactly what it is. She doesn't know how to claim a Google Places page, and I helped her do Jing. She wasn't even really sure how to use that, but that didn't stop her from picking up the phone. And once she picked up the phone, now she can do anything. Now she has the confidence, and now she can quit worrying about picking up the phone, and now she can actually start taking the steps to learn how she needs to do what she needs to do. But I just wanted to share with you guys her little, she said, I was halfway through the conversation, and then it became normal. And Estrelita says she has an appointment next week. She shared with me everything that she was doing. She's going to be our next rock star, guys.
That's awesome. Guys, I just dropped the links to all the resources and everything in the chat box. Who wants to see me make a live call right now? Who wants to find out how to target business owners to make instant cash tomorrow? Anybody?
And with this, you guys, somebody is going to get a lead tonight.
Oh, yeah. We might even do a couple if you ask me to. I'm not shy on the phone. I need somebody to pick out a state. And just so that you see, I mean, this is going to be live as live gets.
Ram was first with California.
Okay. Where in California, Ram?
Zip
it's
code,
wrong.
please.
Now, guys, keep in mind, you want to go where the money is. That was rule number 1, correct?
What is the zip code for California, please?
ROM 92806. Oh, he said Ventura, but I don't know what Ventura zip code is.
I just put in the zip code. It'll be fine.
Let's see if it works.
Anaheim, California.
That'll work. Now, let's find, now, as we're looking, guys, here's what's important about this, is the fact that you've got Valpak. These guys are spending a minimum of $300 per zip code, and there's a minimum
of 3 zip codes.
Yeah, I got it right. It's $300 per zip code with a minimum of 3 zip codes. So right off the bat, every month they're spending $1,000 to get a coupon that nobody brings back in, or that is actually targeting the wrong kind of customer. Because as a business owner, we cringe when we see coupons coming through the door. By the way, guys, there's a little thing called Groupon that's huge. Business owners cringe, but it brings people in the door. But they're losing their butt because they have to take a $500 product, they have to sell it for $250. The people that buy it for the $250, they have to split that in half with Groupon. So for a $500 product, the business owners is getting $125 on the hopes that the people that come in will spend more money. And you know what they're finding? They aren't spending more money. They just take advantage of the coupon, and they don't get the lead capture. They don't get any follow-up. They don't get anything. They lose their butts. Yes, they get a new customer in the door. But here, if you take a Groupon that you know that business owner is losing his butt, and he knows he's losing his butt, but he has no idea of how else to get internet exposure. Valpak, he knows that he has to advertise, but he doesn't know. So we're gonna take Valpak. Oh, I've got to give you the information because we got to do
I've already
the get
got it
listed.
up. I've already got it up.
We got to do get listed.
Okay, guys, so let me show you how I use Get Listed whenever if I were in California right now.
And I'm going to make the phone call.
Americoat powder coating. And the reason I picked this is it says $75 off of any powder coating order of 500 or more. These customers are a minimum of $500.
I got the number.
You got it?
American powder coat. Let's see what kind of internet exposure they have. Now, guys, we're doing this completely random. I mean, this is the exact same thing that you guys can do. And as soon as she pulls it up, we'll see if it qualifies. What are we looking for? We're looking at reputation. We're looking at reviews and reputation. We're looking at internet exposure. We're looking to see where they've claimed, what they've claimed, if they've claimed anything. We just want to take a snapshot. We know this guy's spending at least $1,000 a month in that, because you've got $300 for one zip code minimum, 3 zip codes, and you have to find out how many zip codes are doing, because there's companies with multiple locations, and look, he doesn't have any internet exposure whatsoever. Is that the right one?
Yeah, I always double check to make sure I have the right business before I go talking to somebody. Yep. 23% for a listing. The only thing they have claimed is Google, and for recent reviews, they have none at Google. They have 7 at Yelp. And Yelp is saying this is a class act operation run. Luck happened to be on my side when I found this hidden gem on Yelp. I bought a 55-gallon drum in for high temperature coating. The staff is knowledgeable and friendly. So apparently they have good reviews, just not the right spot.
All right, now we know he's spending $1,000 on a coupon that probably won't do it. Do you guys want to hear what I would say? Because I'm going to call him live right now. Okay, let's do it. Let's do it. Kelly, I'm going to switch screens real fast, and then I'm going to give it right back to you.
That's fine.
All right. I'll put this one over here. Oh, there we go. I'll put this one over here. Oh, wrong one. Sorry. There we go. I'm trying to get you. There we go. Got it. There we go. Should be coming on the screen now.
Alrighty.
Yeah, got it. Here we go. All right. Force. Looks funny. See my picture over there? The camera's over there. What's the name of this place?
Americoat. Americoat Power Coating.
Okay. I want an answering machine. They can talk live or they can talk answering machine, but that's all right. Apparently they're not there, and they don't have an answering machine or they don't have call 40. Guys, that's a lost lead. The guy's spending $1,000 a month for a coupon, and here's a potential customer calling, and they don't have a follow-up. I bet they don't have an email campaign. They got 23% exposure, yet he's spending $1,000 a month at least for somebody not to answer the phone. So who wants that lead? First person to put a K in the chat box gets that lead.
Kevin already got it.
That was fast. RJ's quick.
Yeah, Kevin says I'm 15 minutes from here. I'm on my way.
There you go. All right, let's pick another one because I'm doing a live call. Somebody give me a state.
Oh, I was going to get another one in California. So, okay, but never mind. Okay, Michigan. I see Michigan.
Don threw in New Jersey, but I guess if you got Michigan.
Oh, okay. No, okay.
Don, we need a zip code. Oh, let me give you back screen.
Yes. People are... okay, you'll have to read to me because I got lost.
That's right. I'm switching the screen back so that they can see this is happening. I mean, we're not making this up. I'm doing this. And this is the critical part, guys. I want you to see live in action. This is it. It's not hard. Wait till you see what's next. You guys are going to be like, oh my God, I can't believe this. Okay.
Can you read me the zip code? Because I've got my questions closed.
92800. Oh, sorry.
That's me too. That's the one I started.
Don. What's the zip code, Don? I need a zip code. You said New Jersey. There we go. It's 07090. 07090.
What a crappy zip code.
That's actually a cool one.
Oh,
79.
Cold Stone Creamery.
Now, why wouldn't we call Cold Stone Creamery? I love that place, but why would we not go there?
Because it's 2 for $5. How much money are you going to make on a $5 profit, you guys? Nothing.
Don actually has a very good point too. Guys, corporate chains take a lot longer to get authorization for the check. Remember that.
That doesn't mean you're not going to get it. It's just a little bit longer.
Lori, I tell you what, I'll call him. Lori's challenging me to call a TV ad. Give me a phone number. I'll call him right now. All right, Fred, you have a good evening, sir. I dropped those links in there for you, by the way.
Century 21 Real Estate Group is advertising in Valpak?
Yeah, they just want... It's a free market analysis.
Mm-hmm. There's a lot of car shines. Morabito's Pharmacy. Huh.
Nah. You want money. All right, let's pick another one. Don, New Jersey doesn't have squat, man.
There's 795 listings. Personalized dental care.
There we go. That's what we want right there. Guys, why are we picking the dentist? Money. All right. Well, shoot. Kelly, give me that number one more time because that's on your screen. Sorry. Oh, it'll come up on your get listed one. There it is. 732 388 7750. Okay, got it. Personalized Denica.
Oh, 7 something or another. Let's see here. Damn. 07067.
Let's see what we got.
Yep. There you go. 37%.
All right, guys, do you want me to switch the screens, or do you believe I'm really calling this place? I'll switch the screens. Never mind. I leave it to chance.
He wants you to look at him.
No.
He likes it.
No.
You're so handsome.
All right, here we go. I'm going to hit dial. I already put the phone number in. And it's personal dental care. Start picking another one, just in case. Oh, here, let's do this anesthetic medicine. Lori has it in the...
Your call has been forwarded
Hey, here
to
we
an
go.
automated voice messaging system.
Here we go.
Dr. Priya Patel is not available. At the tone, please record your message. When you've finished recording, you may hang up or press 1 for more options. To leave a callback number, press 5.
Hi, Doc. My name's Wes Harrison, and I was looking through the Valpak coupons, and I ran across your coupon there, and I did a little bit of research, and I found that your internet exposure is slim to none on getlisted.org. You don't have your places page claimed, and it's not optimized correctly. You're actually missing quite a bit of potential free marketing. If you go to getlisted.org and take a look at your business listings, I know Valpak is very expensive. I used to own a business also, and I know it's $1,000 a month, and the people that bring them in aren't the people that you want to target. I thought I would give you a call and just share some information with you about your internet exposure. And if you have any questions about what we could possibly do, save you some time, help you eliminate that $1,000 a month payment to Valpak that's probably not producing the kind of customers that you want, and instead focusing on some targeted customers, feel free to give me a call. And Doc, if you want, just give me a call anyways. I'll help you with whatever information you might have about, or information that you might need about being able to claim the pages that are listed, because there's a whole bunch to internet exposure. But spending $1,000 on Valpak a month, that's expensive, especially when you have to give money back away to be able to spend the money to try and get them in the door. My name's Wes Harrison, and my phone number is 816-520-5791. And again, just feel free to give me a call, 816-520-5791. Thank you, sir. Bye-bye. There we go. Or something to that effect. Now I'm going to try this one here. And I don't know why I'm not. Lori, the anesthesia. Oh, there it is. I found it. I was going to say I didn't have a phone number. Kelly, let's look up this one, if you would. Let me switch screens. I'll get them coming. Let's see what kind of internet exposure that they have. Here you go. That one's yours. It's anesthetic medicine, 9735 Southwest. Oh, that's right. 97. Oh, you already got it. I forgot you got it.
Yeah, you're slow. Okay, can you give me, is it Dr., let's see, okay, so when I did that, we had several different things come up, so let's make sure that we're doing the right one. Do you have the,
it's the second one down.
9735?
Yep.
Okay.
Now, he's got 4 locations, I bet. Or they have. That corporate
Oh my
store has.
gosh.
Oh, look at there. All right.
There's your
And
lead.
they're advertising on TV. Lori, are you sure you want to give this to me? I'm waiting for Lori to respond before I call.
She's already calling. She's not going to respond to you.
She says she's just starting and very lost. Okay, then I'll call it.
No, let her. She's lost because she hasn't taken action. As soon as she takes action, have her call right now. We'll wait.
Lori, do you want to call? We'll put you. Do you have a microphone? We'll open it up and let you call. I mean, talk about getting put on the spot.
You do not need a script. You know what you're doing. Do you want to provide a service?
I want to share with you guys. Listen very closely to what I'm talking about. But what if you're talking to an answering machine? What does it matter? The worst thing they're going to do is not call you back. It's okay, and you shared valuable information with a business owner that desperately needed to know. And check this out. After about the 3rd or 4th phone call, you get it. No. They're spending, Dan is asking if you had any problems with the do not call list. You're calling on a coupon. There is no do not call list on a coupon. They're advertising for
and
you to call them.
they're an offline business. They don't. That doesn't have. The do not call list only applies to telemarketers.
No, and it's residential. It doesn't apply to
residential.
business, guys. Do not call is only residential. Trust me. Above and beyond auto repair. Oh my God, it's miserable. And they say, yeah, you can put it on a do not call list, but it doesn't work. And they're advertising. Plus, you're not selling. You're providing information anyways. Oh, Lori says she doesn't have a microphone.
Well, she doesn't. We'll wait.
No, she doesn't have. Lori, do you want to give it a call? Let me ask you. I'm going to ask you because this is your lead. You found it. Do you want me to call it, or do you want a second to call and put it together? Because we can do it. Actually, I have more to share and we do need to get it going. We're going on an hour and a half, a little bit more than an hour and a half.
Lori, if you don't do it now, you're not going to do it tomorrow, and you're not going to do it the next day. And
wait, she did it. She's doing it. Lori, give it a call. While you're doing that,
we're all here supporting you.
We're right here. While you're doing that, I want to show you. Well, no, I want her to do that. You guys, can we wait just a second for Lori to try this call and tell us what happens? Go, Lori. Yes. Go, Lori. Lori, it's coming in. Absolutely. Go. Okay, go. Yes, this is awesome. Raina, can you see the support? I made you an organizer. Oh no, I made you a panelist. I want to see my sister because my sister needs to see this. Oh.
You guys,
your thing just changed. Look for the little box that says questions and drag on the little arrow that points and turn your speakers down.
I'm not scared.
Yeah, you can look, you just can't talk. You guys, it does mean so much with the support that you guys have here, not just with, taking action, but just emotionally and personally. You guys are fantastic, and we all feed each other. It's super great, and I just want to take a second and say thank you, and please remember that when I'm yelling at you when you send me your reports. Thanks.
By the way, that's something that I want to address. If you guys undertake the challenge and we go into you guys are going to get the information to go into the Skype and all that. For everything that you do not know, there is a specialist in there that is just phenomenal. Guys, you can use Above and Beyond Auto Repair. You can use all my videos as examples. You can use the LASIK eye surgery 64118 as examples. When they say, well, what experience do you have? You are part of a team that has global coverage. I kid you not. We have Tashi's in Germany, Richard's in Tokyo. Just while we're waiting on Lori to respond back, type in Tokyo Dentist. That's Richard's video that pops up right on that page halfway around the world. Now, it happens to be next door to Steve, who's in Singapore. Guys, we've got and Steve's videos. Steve, if you're still with me, what's the condominium complex that you're advertising? What's the name of it? Let's send some visitors to it just for some more social proof, if you're with me.
While we're waiting on him, I want to answer this really quick because this has come up quite a few times. When they ask how much this will be, what do we say? Vicki, this is what I've been telling everybody, and it works. Is now that I have taken the time to talk to you, I don't give a price until I'm able to get everything tailored to your specific business needs. I cannot give you a price the same as I would price, two doors down because not every business is the same. And now that we've had a chance to talk, if you'll allow me to get everything together, I can stop by the proposal tomorrow. I can email it to you tonight, or I can give you a call. What works best for you? And then you can run back to Skype, and if you don't know what you want to do, then you can ask us, but I can guarantee you after you've talked to them and you've had a meeting, how much is your rent? That's how much do you want to charge? Decide on the services and how much you want to charge, and that's how much you charge. And I wasn't going to, but I will give you guys my 2 links to the videos that I made that goes a little bit more into detail about that.
All right, Lori's back. Let's see what she says. She says, what do we do when they have more than one get listed listing? Lori, we picked the one that you had put on the TV. You just tell them. Do all of them suck? I would assume so. Click back and let's look at the rest of them.
Here's the thing, that when you do the advanced check, you guys, this is people who are close matches to it, and or if they have a double listing. These are not the same people. They only have one listing for this zip code. So this is the one and only for this location. All of these are different other businesses, but because I wasn't sure of the exact spelling and the name of it, I did advanced check because I want to double check myself before I call somebody and get hyped up about something that may or may not be legit. You guys have to do research. There's no getting around it.
Hey guys, Steven says, type in Watertown, Singapore, and watch what comes up. This is the type of global coverage that we have. Just Watertown,
Where?
Singapore.
Where?
In your search box. I wanted them to do it on their computers. Type in Watertown, Singapore. This is Steve. He just took the suggestions that are very close to what you guys have access to already, and he threw this together, and he's selling leads for a condominium that's not even built yet. They're already selling, and I think it's over $500,000 approximately. I know it's up there.
I'm not following you.
Type up here in your Google search. You don't have to type in Watertown, Singapore. I was just giving them. I mentioned earlier that when somebody says, "Well, what do you do and what kind?" And I said we have global coverage. Steve's in Singapore. There's his videos right there, halfway around the globe.
Video.
Tokyo dentist.
Condo.
All kinds of stuff.
Yep.
All right, let's get going. Do you guys understand what's going on? Lori, what happened? Did you leave a message, by the way? That's the answer that we were waiting on. RJ says, all right, thanks. So you guys understand what's going on. Now, I put the links for the challenge thing in the Dropbox. If you guys opened it up and read it, all we're doing is I'm holding you accountable. If you email me at info@Offline Barrier Breaker and you say, hey, I want to be a part of it, Kelly's going to hold you accountable this week to actually make money. With this information that is listed on all these things, you guys are going to be able to make money.
If you guys don't follow directions, I will delete your emails.
The reports have got to go where they're supposed to go. What you looking for?
I'm going to give them my links.
Oh,
I
okay.
didn't save them. So,
all right,
I'm just giving them my links really quick.
Yeah, I'm going to switch. I'm going to go ahead and switch links or switch screens, and I'm going to go back to.
That's fine.
All right, let me kill the camera. There are live calls on the little video. on that, in that text file that I put up top, it says watch this video 15 minutes. She walks you through Get Listed. I walk you through Valpak. We make live calls. We do everything. It takes 15 minutes, if that long, to make several calls. Now, I only do 2 in the video, but I mean, in 15 minutes, I can make 9 calls once I've done it a couple times. Now, you're going to have questions about, well, what do we do about this and what do we do about that? The video just below that is the there we go. The video just below that will give you, right here, it's enough of the hard stuff. After you read all this stuff where it's tough, if you don't do what you're supposed to do, we're not going to support you. But if you do what you're supposed to do, and email the report to reports@offlinebarrierbreaker, attention Kelly, watch this video right here. As soon as this webinar is over, watch this video and start doing exactly what we're doing. This is the condensed version of tonight. It gives you everything that you need. All the tools are listed on that page that I just dropped in the chat box for Monday's replay and Sunday's 8-hour replay. You don't have to watch the 8 hours, but use those tools. They're all listed there. Also, I've got the Elite Coaching Fast Start. This also gives you all the tools. In fact, I'll show you what I'm talking about. Guys, we've got you Craigslist ads. We've researched out, we've modified as a group collaborative. You guys are getting the condensed version of everything that we tested over and over and over for the entire month of December. I put it all right here for you. Here's the Valpak video, the condensed version. Here's Kelly's Craigslist ad that she gets calls on for SEO and all kinds of stuff. Guys, it's a line in the water. That's the important part. Get as many lines in the water as you can to get the leads coming in. Here's a modified Craigslist ad. And I'm getting ready to show you this one. You guys are going to like this one. If you don't want to talk to people in person, you get a FedEx envelope and right here, and you take this label right here, you print it out, you cut it out, you stick it on your FedEx, you take it to the post office. It's $1.09 to $1.48 to FedEx an envelope. I do not know of a business owner that does not open FedEx envelopes. Now, you take that Get Listed with the reviews and, hey, Doc, I wanted to bring to your attention your business doesn't have any kind of internet exposure, and you make a nice cover letter. In this, I believe I made sure, I don't remember if there's a cover letter, but you guys can make one up. Just say, hey, I wanted to bring this. By the way, shorter is better. Just say something I wanted to bring to your attention. I had found a problem with your business. Getlisted.org. You can check it for yourself. I'm not making this up. I don't know how much you're spending on SEO, but you're not getting a good thing. Here's all your qualified lead sources. Valpak, Groupon, Living Social, YP.com. If they're spending $5,000, now this is very powerful. If you do this all the way, if you rip out the phone book page and say, I know you're spending $5,000 a month for this and you haven't even claimed your Google Places page, guys, are you starting to see the power and the importance of what is here? I go on to even more. What if you don't have screen capture to be able to get this? And what if you don't know how to do the Groupon? I made you a video right here. I am going to save you from buying any more of the guru programs by giving you how to make money and be successful online in 2012 right here. Put out more free useful content. I like video. You can use Jing to screen capture this stuff and make them a little video. Put it on your cover letter and say, hey, I took a video. I made a video of what's wrong with your internet presence. I like video because it has a higher perceived value. Be strategic about where you put in your messages and what they link back to. Make sure they're always coming back to a sales funnel of yours or some type, whether it's an answering machine or you answer the phone yourself. Make sure the leads are getting back to where they need to get to so that you can monetize them. And always be developing the relationships with them. Give them something for free, like the Get Listed page, and say, by the way, Doc, just if you start with your Google Places page, that's the most important one. But you also need to take care of Get Listed, Bing, Yahoo, Yelp, Get Search, and you also need Facebook, and also you need Web 2.0, you need a mobile site. Always have more content to offer them. Guys, right here, I just saved you tens of thousands of dollars because I don't care what program you get, they give you good, great free content, just exactly like I'm doing. And it doesn't matter how they deliver it. I like video. And I'm strategic about the list, and I make sure that my messages are always going to come back to me. I've got you right here on, when you get back. And here's the link to the 8-hour webinar. and I'm developing a relationship with you, and you guys, I'm not making this stuff up. I'm giving you real good, valuable information, and you guys are going to have a million questions. Wes, how do we get more? And as it just so happens, this week, I'm opening up coaching for the year at $97 a month. It's never going to be this price again. Saturday at midnight, it's over. It's done. If you guys want to sign up, that's fine. If you're struggling for $97, then I just taught you how to make $97, and I've given you all the tools that you need to go and do it, which is
And I'm
it's
part
great.
of the package.
You got everything. Now, check this out. Stuff that you're going to need to get going. Get your business cards coming. Vista will give you business cards for free. Get them coming. There's legal forms. There's not one affiliate link on here. Nothing on here costs money. When I told you didn't have to spend any money, I meant you don't have to spend money. Vistaprint, they will give you cards. I think you have to pay for shipping. It's cheap. Legal forms. This is a site where there's legal forms that are free for your use. You just edit them the way that you want. Guys, be prepared. I have a story. This happened today. Jim had a client, asked him, where's your business card? Jim says, I'm out of them right now. The client said, what's your business name? He said, he told him, I don't want to say his name because I don't want to embarrass him. He was a sole proprietor. The guy told him, he said, I'm sorry, we don't work with sole proprietors. And he lost the deal because he wasn't prepared. He didn't have business cards. He doesn't have his LLC set up, stuff like that. Don't lose a job because you can't take credit cards. Guys, there's a fantastic, if you're in the States, go to squareup.com, set up your accounts. That way you're ready to go. If you're not in the States, make sure that you've got some form of way of taking payment. PayPal, anything. Guys, make sure that you have invoices ready. Here's a free online invoice thing. I gave you all, I put all this together. Web marketing
But don't
tools.
come so involved. That's not such a big deal that they would lose. Don't become so involved in that you don't do anything else.
Yes,
Please.
no, I'm just giving you the tools if you need to do it. Guys, if you want to host webinars to get a group of business together, here's free webinar meetings. Here's awesome screenshot. This is free, and Kerry made you guys a video. By the way, he hurt his back. That's why he's not here. Kerry made you a video to show you how to screen capture the awesome. Here's some Screen Hunter and then Pixlr. You guys, it's all right here. Here's video players. Here's a Jing for making little videos under 5 minutes. This is all free. When you zip this stuff up, you need a zip program. Here's a free one. So I threw all this together. Now, this video right here is the 2 hours that goes more into depth of exactly what we're showing you here and of the 15-minute video. So that way, when we're done, you don't have to wait for it to render. You don't have to wait for tomorrow. You got the 15-minute that's going to show you exactly how to get the Valpak. Now, with that being said, we've covered the phone book, we've covered the FedEx, we've covered the Valpak, we've covered how to target business owners, we've covered where to mail them, we've covered everything that you need to know to go and make money. Now, at this point, we are coming out. We got about 8 minutes before we hit 2 hours. What questions pertaining to taking action can I possibly help you with? By the way, guys, if you do want to take advantage of the coaching, let me tell you what you're going to get on this. Inside the Skype group, you're going to be in the elite coaching where you're going to have access to everybody that does everything, where there's SEO people. Guys, right now, take all the information because inside these things, you've got links to the different things that we've done, like the LASIK eye surgery and all that. Plus, email us because we have support like you would not believe. And during this test drive, you guys are in on here. If you see the value of the $97, you just want to sign up and be a part of the team, there's a 100% satisfaction guarantee. And I don't mean 100% satisfaction guarantee like anybody else. My guarantee is that I guarantee 100%. If I don't totally blow your socks off for the $97 if I haven't already, I don't want your money. If you don't take action and you don't apply this, I will fire you because I don't have time to hold your hand if you're not going to be taking the action. So this is critical. This is a teamwork. If I explain something to you once, I'm hoping that you will apply it once. If I have to explain it the second time, maybe you just didn't understand it or I didn't explain it well enough, and that's fine. And when I'm not rushed like this, if I have to explain the same thing 3 times, I'm probably going to suggest to you that maybe this isn't the best fit for us, and maybe we should be looking at another option, and maybe you should take me up on my refund offer. I'm not here to make it up. I'm not here to take advantage of anybody. This is exactly what I want to do. Everybody, when I say there's 100 spots, I mean there's 100 spots. And I'm going to tell you exactly why I have 100 spots. Here's the deal. Inside the coaching, I don't want to just teach you about offline. I want to teach you about online. I want to teach you about marketing. I want to teach you about salesmanship. I want to teach you how to actually make this a living. And I need a base foundation from which to build. I need to be able to show you guys how to do this, and I need you guys to be my success story. And the easiest way that I can get you guys to be my success story is just to show you, teach you, mold you, crave you, and get you to do this. While you're in there, I will never raise your price. As long as you stay in and your fees are current, you will have access to everything I do. I'm not going to hit you with the, well, this week it's $29.95. Once you're my foundation, you are always my foundation unless you choose to leave. If you choose to leave, nobody comes in and gets your spot for $97. It's done. Saturday midnight, it goes to $197. It's done for the next week until all 100 spots are full. I'm done, and it's close. It's not close to full. It's like, I think I'm at 40 or 50, somewhere in there. And guys, listen to this. This is what I want. This is the whole thing from October until now. It is all the longer that you guys have known of me and heard of me, and I want to teach you how to get to $100,000 a year. Guys, I'm already halfway there. 50 people at $100 a month is 50 grand. It's more than 50. It's like 65 grand. And over a weekend, it happens that way. And I want to teach you how to deliver the value like this and the information and take products and develop and make knowledge. That's all part of it. We're going to meet at a minimum of 4 times a week is what I'm going to commit to. Right now, it's Sunday at 7 o'clock is what the schedule's set for. You do not have to buy anything to have all these tools. I've already put them all in the chat box. You guys have got it all. If anybody would like to ask me any questions, that is fine. If you want, I can hang out here. I want to get everybody else out making money. If you've got something that I need to answer, if it's long and detailed, email me at info@offlinebarrierbreaker. Inside your pages and inside the webinar and inside everything that you have going on, you will have everything that you need to be able to get a hold of us. Now, the accountability program, you got to get 3, if you want in for free, you're in. I'll put you in. But here's the deal. I will remove you if you don't get 3 points a day starting tonight. You've got to do this. Turn it in tomorrow.
You'll also be removed if you don't follow directions and if you keep sending the email to the wrong address.
Yes, well, guys, we have so many people doing this. It's crazy. And you've got in because it's part of Google. And I hate to be tough like this, but I've got to weed it out. If you can't read and do things right, you don't need to be filling out places, pages, Yahoo, Bing.
I'm getting kicked off.
Okay,
Damn.
I'll put you back on. It's got to be right. You have to be on the money, and that's why I'm being tough. All right, 3 points. How do you get to 3 points? It's explained in the text file that I put in the chat box. You've got 3 points. Snail mail, email. If you want to put those packets together, you got to do 9 packets in a day or talk to 3 real people, get their name, phone number, and the contact information. Now, here's the thing. If you get somebody on the line that has multiple locations and they're saying, well, just exactly what more information can we get? Say these exact words. Say, I'm part of a team that specializes in that, and that's not my department. Let me check into that, and I will get right back with you. And then you fire off and go to Skype, go to whatever you need to, and you ask, and you get a hold of me, you get a hold of Kelly, you get a hold of somebody in Skype and say, listen, this is what I got. By the way, Quinn, I looked for you this morning. I couldn't find you, so I could work with you on that lady that is only in on the mornings. So be sure and catch me in the morning. But I was looking for you this morning, sir. Do your daily reports. If you have any questions, you need any assistance, this is where you get us at, info@offlinebarrierbreaker. For the accountability portion of this offer, email me, and in the subject line, put accountability. Because you've got to do it the right way. This is the only email. You're only going to use it 1 time, and then your reports go to where they're supposed to go. It's critical that you do this. Yes, sir. Quinn, tomorrow morning, I want to help. I want to get with you either later on tonight, and I want to put a plan of action because I need more information. And tomorrow, let's call her. Quinn's got a big contract that's potentially on today. Guys, when I said you guys are knocking it out of the park, you guys have got leads up the wazoo. Rena's got 20 of them. Now, if you mail these out, I know it's not going to fit within the week, but unfortunately, the timelines are the timelines. So if you have it, sign up. If you don't, when you make it, you can sign up. And guys, if this works out so well for you and you understand it and you got it, this is all you need. You don't need to bog down. And I can assure you, you do not buy a WSO. When you get done with the 8-hour webinar and the 2-hour webinar for the Monday and the 15, do it in this order. Do the 15-minute video first. Start calling Valpaks tonight and just leaving some messages. Put out the Craigslist ads, put out some Backpage ads, put out ads in any directory that you can find. Get some lines in the water. It doesn't matter what they call you back for. As long as they call you back, you get practice of talking on the phone. If you're really nervous about talking on the phone, let it go to your voicemail. At least you know you're starting to generate some leads. You're starting to do something. Now, I haven't had a whole bunch of luck with Craigslist because everybody and their brother's trying to market you back. But Backpage seems to work a little bit better. But the point is that you're taking action and that you're starting to create ads and you're getting your mind working. That's important, and it counts as towards taking action. Put it in your report. I made 5 ads. I threw them out on Craigslist, Backpage, Foursquare, anywhere else that you can get them out there.
And include a copy of it, please. I want a copy of the email. I want a copy of the Craigslist ad. And if you call a client and you leave a message, I want to know what you're targeting them for. Reputation management, if you're referring to get listed. Don't tell me, oh, I called them. Okay. Why? Tell me why. I can't help you if you guys don't let me know these things. And I cannot... if you guys can still hear me, my screen has blue screened on me.
Oh, yeah, we can hear you.
I don't have any questions or anything. I don't know what's going on with my computer, so I'll stay on as long as I can.
No, you're here. I'm going to do the questions and then we'll just answer them, and if you get the boot, I will come back and do it. Guys, for the sign up link, I'm putting it in the chat box. It's also on the Sunday page if you want it, and I'm telling you, you don't have to. You've got full support. I promised I was going to give you a gift. I'm just letting you take advantage of that if you want to. You do not have to. I did not leave anything out of this kit. From everything that I showed you, did I not give you guys more than I mean, I don't know how I could possibly give you any more. When I said I wanted to give you something to jumpstart your 2012, I really did want to give you something to jumpstart your 2012. John, the best closing practices, phrases, and techniques are whatever comes naturally and makes you feel comfortable. Not
every business is going to be the same. So if I gave you a script to go by and then you went to Dr. Joe's tomorrow and that script doesn't work for you, you've learned nothing.
Okay,
other than how to imitate me.
I've got one thing that goes right in here, John. Well, I said I was going to talk about marketing and stuff like that. During your presentation, remove the word I. What I'm talking about is a lot of times we'll say, and I even did it on the phone, I'm here to help you with your marketing services. Take the word out. Take that word out. Make it all about them. Make your entire phrase pointed towards helping them. It's all about them. So how's business? Well, you know, customers I don't have enough customers. I'm working 80 hours a week, and you know, my profits, I don't even know how I'm going to make the building payment next week. Yeah, I can completely understand. You know, doing a little bit of research, there was I discovered that well, I said the word I. It's not easy. Take the word I out though. I'll have to think about it. My brain caught me off guard on that one. Just on the page that I put together for you, I put a little thing together that says pull the word I out. If you take the I out and make it all about them, it makes it so much better. I bet your business would be a whole lot better off if you had more targeted customers coming through the door wanting to deposit piles of cash. You know, there is a way that can be handled for you, and it will save you a ton of time, and it actually doesn't cost near as much as what you're spending on the phone book. You know, that phone book, the yellow pages are just flat out nailing your pocket. I know, I checked, a half-page ad is $2,500, and you know, Google actually has a place called Places page, and it's the launching point for all mobile optimized the 2.0 devices, and it's a free business listing. You know, if you were to take the time and fill that out, that's free advertisement on the largest search marketing engine on the internet. And I mean, there's tons of information to be able to help you do that. As a matter of fact, there's Bing and Yahoo, because the Google program is working so well. Bing and Yahoo offers your business a places page too. And there's a lot more that you could do. If you went to getlisted.org, you could check the whole internet exposure. It's just a minor tool, but it'll give you like a snapshot of what's going on with your website. Now, do you have an SEO marketing team? Do you realize that they only specialize in making sure that your web page is optimized? They don't cover internet exposure. People are out here at the directories, they're looking you up on the internet and everything, and your website needs to be found, and the keywords that they are looking for need to be optimized, but it has nothing to do with making the listings for all your business in all these different directories. Like, I'm sure you've seen Angie's List on TV, and you've seen Judy's Book on TV, and you've seen some other ones. Well, these are the places that we're discussing, and that's the places that Get Listed has rated for your business. So, I mean, do you find this kind of information helpful? Would you like to know some more? Not one time in that whole spiel did the word I come out. That's what I'm talking about. It makes it all about them, nothing about me. And as soon as I said, would you like to know some more information? I didn't say I'm here to help. I didn't, not anything. Did that make sense, guys? Did the flow? And I was just shooting from the hip. It's a lot easier to do if you run it through your head a few times, and then it's real easy if you just remember the entire conversation needs to be about them. That makes it huge. So, John, in answer to your question, the best phrases, techniques, and practices is make your conversation all about them and delivering value to them first. I can assure you that there is not a marketer walking through the door offering that kind of a value, especially internet exposure, that doesn't cost anything if they want to take the time to do it themselves. You can save them time. Your service is, by chance, sir, you do want to know more. You're more than welcome to take advantage of the services, and this can be done for you and taken care of. If you'd like, we can discuss some pricing for different options. We can take it one piece at a time. Guys, I tell you what, this is exactly what happens when you go in and you're going to talk about reviews and places page and all the arsenal that you can take in there, because I gave you a ton of stuff that you can attack at. If they're going to be like, wow, start at the stars. The stars are important. Start at what they're spending money on, Valpak, or if they're spending money on Valpak and they have 2 stars, that's huge. If they have a half-page ad and they have 2 stars, that's even huger. Guys, you don't have to have a phone book either. I know that there's people all over the place, all over the globe, and that's why I gave you the YP link, is because you can look up businesses globally. It does not have to be in your backyard. I showed you on the phone that where did we call? We called all over. I'm in Kansas City, Missouri, and we called California, and we called. Yvette she lives in Ohio. She called. Guys, check this out. How's this? Huge for everybody that left early. They're missing this one. This is huge, guys. Have you ever been to a bookstore and seen that little thing they call the magazine rack? If you open that magazine up, there's advertisers in those magazines that are spending thousands, tens of thousands of dollars for a full-page ad. Guess what Yvette did? She picked up Oprah. She opened it up, and there's this little makeup company called Maybelline that hasn't even claimed their places page. Their internet exposure sucks. So you know what Yvette did? She called New York City and has an appointment to talk to Maybelline about her internet exposure. Huh. I was like, oh, what? And I said, you did, how did you do that? And she says, Wes, I just did exactly what you told me. I picked up Oprah, I opened it up, Maybelline was right there, and so I looked it up, and then I called them. I was like, oh, and she said, and they gave me an appointment to talk more. And I went, wow. Guys, any hobby, any niche that you're even interested in or knowledgeable about, that gives you common grounds. If you open up each of those companies and just research them in that magazine, they're advertising, and if they don't have internet exposure, they're spending thousands of dollars to be in that magazine, and they're not even claiming their stuff. It's huge, guys. Remember the car dealer that has that full-page ad next time you open up the newspaper. How about this one? Ladies, when that newspaper comes and you're in the food section, that Price Chopper or that Hy-Vee, that Safeway, whatever that full-page ad is, in color with all those food products, Do you know, if you check, I did the price chopper right down the street. This is what it says. It smells like a sewer. You know what it is? It's the bank inside the price chopper. Somebody spammed the bank, but because the bank is inside price chopper, Google picked up the address because price chopper hasn't claimed their own places page. And the review for price chopper at North Oak and Berry Road, it still says it. I called corporate on it, and Bill, the guy in charge of all this stuff, is supposed to get back to me, etc., yada, yada. But if you look up price chart, it says smells like a sewer. Berry Road, North Oak Trafficway. I'm not making it up. It does it. There is no size limit to the size company that you want to call. Check them out, because the bigger the company, the bigger the check, the less the headache. I will tell you that right now. That's why I'm telling you, don't worry about the restaurant. Don't worry about the mom and pop shop that are barely getting by. The average automotive repair customer is only $365, period. That's how much the average automotive repair ticket is. That's the customer value. Now, the lifetime customer value of a customer, or of an automotive repair customer, is about $1,200 for the year, because they'll come in about 4 times, or maybe $1,400. Now, that's barring any major transmission failures or anything like that, but on average. Or you get the LASIK eye surgeon, you get the guy that wants the hair removal, or the gal that wants the hair, the guy, you know, it costs, I think it's $2,500 for laser hair removal on a back. You know, it costs that chiropractor with the laser hair machine Zippo to do that. And if he has no, he spent 50 grand on a machine that's sitting there that he has no exposure about. If you were to go, hey doc, you know, check this out. If you want to make that machine make you back your return on investments called ROI, we can fix this. Why don't we put you on? Look, you've got like 3% internet exposure. What if we were to take your chiropractic service and your laser hair thingy and put you online, make some videos, and get you out there instead of losing money sitting there? Does it make sense?
If they seem like they're lost when you say internet exposure, break it down. Get on their level.
And them to get listed. Say, look, see all these big red circles? This isn't
say
good.
People can't find you when they search on Google, and I'm assuming Google is your home page on your computer, right? Just break it down and keep it very simple. You don't have to talk super smart savvy with them. Just talk on their level. And can you make me an organizer again, please, now that I'm back online? Thank you.
And guys, the only reason I'm going so fast is because I want to cram so much stuff into your head. And by the way, the 8-hour webinar on Sunday is pretty much this for 8 hours. So make sure that you take your vitamins before you listen to it, because your gray matter will be mushy.
And stop if you need to stop somewhere. And if you or more education in an area, can you hear me?
Yep, you're back.
Okay. If you guys need more education in an area, or you get stuck, don't continue listening to the rest of it. Please stop. And please take care of where you're stuck at, because if you continue to go forward, you're going to start worrying about the things that you don't need to worry about yet. It's first steps. Take one step at a time.
Check this out, guys. Dan has a very valid point. Dan says, as an added incentive to the prospect, Intune is an application being put out into many of the Toyotas today, which uses Bing search engine to direct drivers to the local businesses via the navigation. Being on Bing is going to be big. Bing is very, very, very aggressively going after Google. That's why they power Yahoo now. So watch out for Bing. Make sure that you see, now here's the thing, guys, in sales, I'm going to give you a fast sales lesson just so that you know. Ask the business owner, once you have the rapport, and rapport is the most important thing that you can develop. How do you develop the rapport? You hand them the get listed, you remove I from the conversation and make it all about them, and you listen to what they're talking about. Repeat exactly what they say. If they say, yeah, you know, I've heard of some of this stuff, but I really don't understand. So let me make sure that I heard you correctly, because before I offer you information, I want imitation is flattery. And then don't talk. Listen to what they're saying. Ask them what they want. I think I gave you guys the magic 6 questions. Always now this is generic, but always when you say, hey, so how's business, and they start going down the path of, man, you know, I'm here 80 hours a week and all. Ask, well, tell me about your situation. What are you trying to accomplish? Man, I just sure wish I could get this down to like 40 hours a week. Well, that tells me that you need to bring your profits up. You need to get either better customers or less customers spending more money, or you need to hire somebody to help you, but that's an expense, or we just need to reduce the expenses like that $5,000 phone book page that you're paying for. That's a doorstop. So 6 magic questions are, tell me about your situation and what are you trying to accomplish? What have you tried so far? That's phone book, Facebook, all this other stuff. Has it worked for you? No, that's why you're 80 hours a week, 6 days a week, and you broke. What do you think we could do to improve that? That's the time to listen, because they're going to have an idea. At some point, they will tell you what they want. Now, whether it's right, wrong, or indifferent, people buy what they want. If you want to be a phenomenal marketer, you sell them what they want and you slide in what they need. What?
Yeah, I was just, if you guys watched the video, I went from making a 45-second customer testimonial to a 10-minute video. So if you guys just watch the video and the link, now the video is how I like to do things, and for those people who are asking, but how do you do this and how do you do that and what about this, it's a Simon Says course. Just do what I say. And you'll get it, and then you can fine-tune it to however you want, but that is answered in that video link.
Sales Marketing 101, sell them what they want, slide in what they need. What does that mean? That means if they tell you that they want a mobile website, that's perfect. Sell it to them. Price it so that you can slide in the Google Places optimization. Instead of telling them that, well, you know, instead of doing the mobile website first, why don't we do Wes said, let's focus on the Google Places page because that's the most important. No, 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 no. You know, they're already saying, well, this is what I want. You say, okay, now to make your mobile website work the best, I want to do the best job I can for you. We're going to make a mobile website. We're also going to, see you later, John. See you. We're also going to go ahead and we're going to take care of this over here, and I'm just going to go ahead and include that in the price. So slide in what they need. Somehow, some way, slide it in. Guys, and I talk about it huge on the Sunday webinar. But I want you guys making money tomorrow so that if you're interested, I can do this for hours, trust me, of just all kinds of mind-melting stuff. Except what we're going to do on the calls once a week, we're going to pick one topic. This is inside the coaching. We're going to pick one topic. I'm going to emulate what Evan Pagan does. We're going to pick one topic, but instead of going on 2 12-hour days to cover that topic, we're going to condense it down into a couple hours and make sure that it's thoroughly understood from every aspect, so that way it adds to our arsenal of what we're capable of doing. Quinn says, Wes delivers.
Yes.
That's funny. Always hit the pin. Guys, I'm glad, Carol, you brought that up. People buy because of pain points. So always be reminding them of how much time they do not have and how much time you can save them and let them be with their family. But make that pain, put salt on the wound. Yeah, you know, I imagine, and especially you're already doing 80 hours. I bet you it's even worse when something goes wrong, like somebody's goldfish gets sick and they don't show up. And now not only do you have to do their job, but you got to do your job. And then to top it off, it was raining and the wife, you know, is kind of cranky because you're here. Man, I completely understand. You know, if you want to take care of this yourself, that's probably a good economical decision. But my time to me is worth a lot. And, you know, you'll just go with the flow. But pour salt on those pain points and then offer them the salve. Give them the Band-Aid with the soothing sauce. You know, I could probably have all this taken care of for you. I'll have this whole thing cleaned up in a very short order. As a matter of fact, you know, and the price is especially like on an attorney will charge $250 an hour. So you tell them, you know, how much is your time worth? You're charging. Why would you want to spend, if you do it yourself, this is going to take you 9 hours because you don't know what you're doing. Because the first time I did it, it took me 9 hours. And that was just for Google Places page. By the time I got done doing the 10 photos and optimizing all 10 of them with the keywords the way that they're supposed to be, and I got them uploaded to Picasso, so that way the Google would pick them up and put them under images and build more backlinks to your Places page. By the time I got the Facebook link created from the Places page, or by the time I got Places page linked to the Facebook, and then you just pour salt on doing it themselves, or I can have it done tomorrow for you, and it's only $700, which is only, what, 3 hours of your time. And then you've got more exposure in that 3 hours of what I'm going to create for you than you're spending on the 20 grand on the back of that phone book. And if you want, we can make all 10 pictures of your smiling face. So that way when somebody types in your name on Google, if I do the alt meta tags correctly, your name will be right there. Google will pick up it everywhere.
Don't lose them.
I'm not.
Don't lose them.
I'm just teaching them. Teach.
Yeah, bottom line is, guys,
maintenance. Hold on a minute. This is good. You guys, before you go, always make sure that you include some type of maintenance. Why? Because Google changes every single day. You will constantly always be making upgrades, tweaks, fine-tunes, changing stuff out. Once it's done does not mean you're done. It's got to be done, and then it has to be maintained, because every day the internet is changing. And you need to make sure on that you get them, that they understand, listen, what we do today won't stay. If you get page 1 rankings today and you don't maintain it, tomorrow it's gone, and that's because somebody else did some more. So be sure to always get some type of maintenance fee. You want to, I mean, get your, like tomorrow on the Valpaks and all, go for the quick kill, get money in your pocket. But I'm telling you, for long-term stability, continuity, you want the maintenance packages, because that is where you can keep them doing what they want. I keep them up there on the pages. And check this out, guys. If they stop paying you, they automatically start deteriorating in ranks. And they're of the mindset, well, I'll just pay them to get him up there, and that's okay. And be sure to slide this in somewhere. Once you get somebody up on top of the page, if they decide not to take you up on the maintenance package, once they fall off, which will happen very quickly. Once they fall off, it's twice as hard to get them back on the next time. And if you don't believe me, just wait and try it. Trust me, I know on this one. Once you lose your first page slot, it is very, very difficult to get back to the first page again, because Google already gave it to you, and you did not give Google what Google wanted. So Google says, down the tubes, and then you got to start from scratch. And I'm not making that one up. Plus, continuity is your lifeblood. Instead of getting, because if you get 10 customers at $1,000 a month maintenance, and let's talk about the eye surgeon, that's 1/6 of one customer per month. And having all that stuff optimized is going to deliver him 4 to 8 customers on average somewhere there. So you're delivering $30,000-$40,000 gross dollars, and you're asking for one back. That is peanuts. I'd ask more like 25. And that's actually exactly what I asked for. And that's when Doc said, oh, my SEO marketing team's taking care of all this. And that's where I'm giving him his report card tomorrow. So, and he's got 2 locations. It was just because of the holidays is the only reason that this hasn't finally finished out. All right, I'm going to slow down here for a second. I'm going to look at some of these questions. I haven't heard Kelly in a while, so either she fell off or she's let me
You just
go.
keep talking, and I can't jump in when you don't take a breath.
Oh, sorry. All right, I'll shut up.
No, you're doing fine. There's a couple of things just for you guys to go over. For those of you who have a lot of questions about Google, I tell you what, Wesley and I have been talking about this, and we do see a lot of questions. Some people that aren't familiar with Google Analytics, they've never seen a Google Places page before. I am going to put something together so that we have kind of like our own little Skype group, and I'm going to take you guys and show you on a little bit more personalized, individualized level, that stuff, so that you can get caught up to where you need to be, because until you get past that point, you guys aren't going to pick up the phone and call, and that's what I need you to do. So we're going to take a step back. I'm going to see if we can approach it that way to help you guys out, because that seems to be a barrier for a lot of people, is some of that back-end stuff that you should probably already know to be in this coaching class, but if you're not, that's okay. We promised that we were going to do what we needed to do. So
no, we already did. And guys, that is advanced stuff. Here's the thing. If you want help on this, get them on the hook. This is what I've told everybody. Get a client on the hook, and if you need help optimizing the Google Places page or whatever it is, we've got you covered. We will walk you right through it. Inside, you guys will get my phone number, everything else, whatever it is. But the only thing, it's listed, trust me, it's in there. You guys are gonna, there's more in that package than you even believe. If you just take it and then tonight you turn it off and you go, wow, that was interesting, and you don't look inside the coaching, you got my cell number, you've got everything. Inside this package, you've got my cell number, you've got everything. I only ask that you call or try to, I only have limited time. So if you have a client on the hook that's ready to cut you a check right then and there and you don't know what to do, I can assure you we will get it handled even if I have to do it myself. I don't care. You heard me talking with Quinn earlier. I'm going to help Quinn tomorrow call the client because it's that big of an account and he's not exactly sure how to handle it. Are we going to get it? I don't know, but I will definitely help him because I've probably got maybe a couple more calls in than he does. That's what I'm talking about on support collaboration. If you guys are doing your reports, you're turning it in, you're getting the leads, and you're trying, and you're doing everything that you need to do, you're more than welcome to continue because if I get you the money, guess what you're going to give me? So it's worth every bit of my effort to help you. Does that make sense? Sailor, no, I already put all the links in the chat box. You've got everything. Gary, you should be calling tonight at the end of this webinar. I gave you the links for the everything. I'm going to put them in the chat box again, and then I'm going to shut up and let Kelly talk.
I don't really have a whole lot to add. I think we're kind of coming to a stopping point. I guess there is one thing for those of you who are sending me the reports. And if you know who you are, if you are doing more than the required minimum, I want to thank you very, very much and know that I will take extra time to definitely take care of you. If you guys are only doing the minimum and sending me a very vague report, don't expect a lot of support from me.
Guys, I want to go through this and I want to make sure that everybody is on exactly the same page. I'm going to put all the links in the chat box in just 1 second since everybody's asking. Do I have to join the coaching program to get the support and do I have to this? No, you do not. Here is the deal. Here is the whole deal. I'm going to guest you into the coaching program for the week. It ends midnight, Saturday night. I know this is Wednesday, but I announced it last week, and you guys are here. So if you want in, I will guest you in. You must send an email to info@offlinebarrierbreakers. You must put in accountability in the subject line. And the reason I'm telling you this is because when you're doing your Google Places page, it's very critical that you're very accurate. Now, here's how you get in. I will guest you in under one condition. You have to take action. I want a brief daily report describing what actions you took for the day towards achieving and towards your achievement of landing your first client. The details I'm requesting are listed below. The acceptable actions you can list are the names and phone numbers of the businesses you contacted, the name of the person that you spoke to in a live fashion that you told your name to and had some form of interaction with, what you talked about, and any other important information I may need so I can follow up with them to see why they did not hire you. Perhaps I can save the deal. 3 contact points a day minimum. If this is too much for you, this isn't going to work for you. You've heard me make live calls now. You've seen me leave a message. That only counts as a 0.3. A phone call and leaving a message is 0.3. So you got to do it 3 times to count as 1 contact point. Email and snail mail. If you use the FedEx package or you email things, it's 0.3. I need references. I want CCs in your report. I want email. I want the carbon copies. I want to know what's going on. That way I can follow up with these things. Guys, I'm very, very serious about this. If you're going to invest, if you want to use my time, I want you to, you're going to have to put in the work. And the reason I'm making it so tough is I know that you guys will, in a very short order, if you talk to 10 people, you're going to get 1 accidental yes. It's just going to happen. If you throw out $300, $400, $500, they're going to say okay, and then you're going to go, okay, well, what do I do? And then Kelly and I are going to, okay, it's easy. Check this out. And if Kelly and I, for some reason, aren't around, you're going to be in the Skype group, and the Skype's going to go, just do this.
How much, yeah.
The support is phenomenal, guys.
And use Lori tonight as an example. I don't know if we got to get back to her, but she did leave a message, and she said, yeah, baby. And she says, oh, my God, I'm shaking. I feel like I've just been bungee jumping. That was her very first cold call ever, you guys. And she did it because I said, why don't you do it now? You haven't done it, and you're not do it now. She doesn't know what to do, and she did it anyway, and now she has a possible lead that she's going to follow up with tomorrow.
There is, Stephanie, send the email. You're in the. I'm going to drop all these links, and you're going to be able to send in the email, and we're going to go from there. All right, guys. This is where now the only way that this is going to work is if you work it. You're allowed to miss one report until you're either paid in full. No, you're allowed to miss one report until you're paid in full, or I'm sorry, you're out of the program. If you email the report to the wrong address, you're out of the program. If you can't follow the directions, you're out of the program. Guys, I got to be tough on this. This may seem harsh, and it is. It's tough love. You only have to do this 5 days a week, a 5-day week, not 7. You guys have already lost 2 days, so start tonight because Monday, Tuesday, 2 days are gone. Start tonight. Successful people create success every day, no matter where they're at. It's just a tip. Always be looking for the opportunities. Now, I'm gonna make it easier in just a second. Your reports need to be mailed to reports@offlinebarrierbreaker.com. Attention, Kelly. Okay, enough of the hard stuff. Now I've made it really easy for you. Watch this video. I've condensed everything you need to get started contacting business owners tonight. It's a 15-minute video right here. It includes all the live call examples. It includes Get Listed. It includes Valpak. It includes Groupon. I don't know if it includes Groupon or not, but Groupon video is right down underneath listed in the resources. It's right there. All the tools, expanded explanations, and all the other methods are discussed right here, so that after you get tired of making phone calls, you can throw up you can put together a couple FedEx packages. And somebody had mentioned snail mail is too slow. But the reason that I came up with this, there it is, Trez. The reason I came up with the snail mail method is actually John Palmas is the brilliant man, and he's the one that designed that FedEx label that's on your page also, or the replica FedEx label. Is because some people don't want to or can't talk to people in person. So I wanted a way for them to be able to participate and get involved, to be able to get money together, to get into whatever, just to change their life more than anything. I mean, $97, guys, doesn't cost. That's nothing in comparison to what this should be. I mean, seriously, what you're going to get. So watch the long explanation video if you get stuck. It's 2 hours and 12 minutes. It's right there. It's the Elite Coaching Fast Start. And then make sure that you send your reports so that we know you didn't actually die breaking out of your comfort zone and achieving success. Because the first one is the hardest one. The second one gets a little bit easier. The third one's even easier. Guys, I do it live. You watch me do this. It'll take 15 minutes to make 3 contact points. You can do 10 calls in 15 minutes easily. Do it. I not only do I do it live in the videos, but I also teach you, so there's no acceptable excuses. And then the text, here you go.
Sorry. If you guys get an email from me after sending your first report and I'm saying, what is this, what is this? If it sounds rude, first of all, remember I am responding to a whole bunch of you and I have very limited time. I have 2 kids at home too. So don't take it rudely. I'm just very short and to the point. Don't get your feelings hurt if I send it back and say this isn't acceptable. I'm giving you an opportunity to fix it because it should have been acceptable in the first place. So keep that in mind. And if there's something that I see that you can do or change, I will respond actually right then and there because I don't have time to do it later. I will respond giving you suggestions, or I'll ask you guys to Skype if it's something that I can explain really, really quick. John asked he said, I already paid for coaching. Can I still do the accountability thing? You sure can if you want to. If that's the way I can help you. If I start getting snippy and be like, you're out, just say, hey, that's okay. I paid. And don't get mean with me because I can't keep up with everybody who's paid and who's not. My only objective is to hold you accountable and help you be successful. So if you have paid and I say you're out, just ignore me.
I just put the link in the chat box so that you can open it up yourself. It's a text file and it has all the links and all the instructions and everything on it. And then I also put the other 2 links for Sunday's 8-hour 44-minute webinar, and I put the link for Sundays. So I put all 3 links in the chat box. So if you're coming in a little bit late, it's right there. But if you want me to go over it again, I sure can. There you go. Oh, sorry. There we go. But they're in the chat box. Does anybody have any questions? I can keep going. Do you guys want me to keep going? I could come up with another one. I can do hours.
I really think we need to have them start taking action. I have emails because I have been gone all day. I have emails of accountability that I need to get to and people to respond to. I would like you to shut it down, but that's just me.
The boss has spoken, you guys. Let me answer a couple of these. RJ, are you talking about the LASIK eye surgery? See you later, Adrian. It's good having you here. Heidi, you're in the program. Just Skype me with whatever you got.
No, all she has to do is watch the video link. Please watch the video link, Heidi. It explains it. In fact, I think you've asked that question before because that specific question is what motivated the video. So that question is answered.
John, there's a Groupon video on the resource page. Did everybody get the links to the pages? You've got one text file and you got 2 pages with a whole bunch of links. I want to make sure everybody's got it. Steve, you're more than welcome, sir. John, you're welcome, sir. All right, Fred, see ya. Scott,
Elizabeth?
Hey, I was glad. Scott, what did you think? What, your first live, second live, is it awesome? You're welcome. You're welcome. Look at this. I asked them if they wanted more, and they're leaving. They're all saying that they're going to go take action. What's up with this?
Because I'm mean. I'm sorry, guys.
All right, Elizabeth is asking if we want the CCs to info. No, Elizabeth, reports at Offline Barrier Breaker. Yeah, you got it. I'm sorry. I didn't see it.
Elizabeth, but what I would like for you guys, ideally, for those of you who are sending me a report, if you send a snail mail, just tell me you sent a snail mail and what you sent in it. If you send an email, you can either forward me a copy of the email or BCC me in the email to reports at Offline Barrier Breaker. I check both emails, but if I see an accountability thing in info, I just delete it because there's a lot of other people who also need support for other things that I'm offering. So if it's specific to that, it needs to go to that so that I can concentrate on one thing at a time and be more focused.
All right, John, have a good evening, sir.
It is the second video link. It's the 10-minute video link. I believe it's titled Frequently Asked Questions or something like that.
Don, Don, you're already in anyways. It's in your instructions, sir. Accountability. No, it's not. Put accountability. Don, you're already in though, aren't you? Yeah, you're in. I know you are. I think you're just messing with me.
Jay, watch my video link and see if that answers that question, and if not, email that.
No, hey Jay, if you can get me a link, let's look at it real fast and let's see what let's just see, and I'll show you the answer to that because that's an excellent question. Jay, if you click on any of the reviews, here, I'll just tell you what the answer is. If you click on any of the reviews and they look like Kelly's Gaines Furniture one where there's 15 people and they all go to Ford, Lincoln, Mercury, and it's all over the place, Google will snatch that one up in a heartbeat. If they're doing it the right way and they're only using one review per account, then that will look way more natural. So you want to look and see if if there's stuff in reviews for the pizza company, and if you want to do it live, I give me the link and I will absolutely, let's take a look at it, and I want to see it and I'll walk you through it because I offered to stay a little bit late. Okay, cool. Oh.
Elizabeth, is your business offline or online? It can't be both. It can, but according to Google, it can't be. And because
it has to be a brick and mortar business, Elizabeth.
Yes. So with Richmond Web Marketing, Google would probably look at you and all of the content for whatever it is that you're doing and probably consider you online. Therefore, anytime that you try to submit a business listing, it'll just delete it. It won't even pick it up because it'll consider you an online business and not offline. Yeah, because you do things like through the internet. You don't, an actual brick and mortar business, either customers come to your place or you go to theirs, if that makes any sense. Michael, Google Places is only for a business, period, not for different types of niches or search keywords or anything. Google Places Google Places page is only per business.
Okay,
It's
are
just
you
a
looking at
list.
this? Here's the dentist. Here's the pizza place.
Gary
Here's
says
the
that he
dentist.
hopes I'm getting a raise from my 50 cents a week.
Here's the pizza place. There's not two people that are going to go to the same spots. This can get her business removed from Google, sir. And they're making it completely obvious. So what I would do is I would tell, and this is exactly what you guys are looking for. For those of you that are still here, this is exactly what you're looking for. And that Google reserves the right. If you go to the TOS of Google, and which in terms of service, if you go to their operating parameters, and you go to Google Places Help, it will say right down on the bottom, Google reserves the right to remove your listing, business, everything from Google for manipulation and fraudulent
Stuffing.
practices. This is fraudulent practice because look, there's the dentist right there. There's the pizza guy right there. 13th, 27th. Let's go back over here. And anytime it's this obvious, I mean, I only checked the top. I just checked that one and this one. Let's see when this guy was at the dentist and at the pizza place. Here's the dentist on the 21st and the pizza place on the 21st. That, guys, think of it, two random people at the same spots. And I didn't look. That was just all I was looking at. Let's see if there's any Grenadiers creative. You guys get the idea. Jay, this is exactly what you're looking for. Now let's see what else we got. Go ahead, Kelly. I'll shut up. I wanted Jay to see this. Oh, cold water. Oh, look, the dentist. There's 3 people in a row at the same dentist. Guys, let me show you how fast this gets removed from Google, just so that you know how to explain it to them. Jay, are you still with me? I'm doing this for you, buddy. Google knows all 3 of these links go back to this page, yet it goes to 3 different customers. If you flag this as appropriate, you go, hey, look at this place. Now, these same people are the same people going to other restaurants and they're slamming them. They're giving them all the 5s. Google tracks these things and they'll look at this IP address and see if that IP address under a different account slammed other restaurants. This is exact. Now let's see what Jacob's got. Oh, that's a different dentist. But we got the same restaurant and the same day. Oh, no, there's the dentist. There's the restaurant. Look, we go to this dentist, we go to this dentist. Let's see if we went on the same day. No, we went 2 different times. Oh, man, we go to a lot of dentists. We went to the dentist on the 11th. You guys, Jay, do you see what I'm talking about? Yep. All right. Oh, wrong one. I read the wrong line. Or do you want me to keep going? Look at this. We go to LaGrange Family Dentist. We go to Hatch Dentist. DDS. We go to Mike Dentist. We go to. I mean, this is obvious. This is completely obvious. Now, let me go back up. I want to read what you were writing that she was concerned about. If you show her that.
Are we still here? Did I just lose?
No, I'm reading
Okay.
Jay's saying, sorry for posting 3 times, but have a mobile website client, pizza place, who recently came to me and expressed concern over rep management company she's been using the stuff reviews. How can I help her? I'm suspecting that the company she's using is a listing bot and her viewed me is You think it's unethical to solicit positive feedback from actual? No, that's exactly what you want to do, is solicit positive feedback from actual customers. That's all that is all, guys, that is all that we are asking you to do. We're showing you how to do it the right way. And in the videos, I tell you how to do it. Go to Fiverr and get Google phone verified accounts, solicit customer review cards, and then enter them for the customer. Set up a review station. I do cover it in all the videos, by the way. Do it, Jay, and on this one, Jay's asking, would you consider doing, how would you do it? You just ask the customers, rate at the thing. Did you enjoy dinner tonight? Can you take 3 seconds and fill out this card? Jay, I also in the video I cover setting up the review station. You just want to get a customer satisfaction survey with a few lines on it, and when somebody has a good time, ask them just to fill it out so that you can upload it to the internet, and it's covered in the videos. Right now, this will get her in trouble. And you know what's unfortunate about this? If you want to go in here and save this, you can try. But the problem is, if Google sees this and takes action on it, she needs to immediately stop using this company. Because if Google catches this, or if anybody else goes to it and catches this, if they slam somebody else, Google will remove her and they'll suspend her, and then she won't be allowed on Google. If you go in here and then Google and you start doing your thing and Google catches this 3 months from now, she's going to blame you. You need to go in here and let her know, look, this is how obvious it is.
Just print it off from Google and hand it to her.
Yeah, there's nothing that you can do to counteract it. If you flag it as inappropriate, the Google may go ahead and pull her off anyways, because each one of these, there's way too many. So the best thing you can do is tell her to stop using that company immediately, because they're making it way too obvious. Way too obvious. But thank you for bringing up an excellent example of a review stuffing situation that is awesome. I mean, this is exactly what I wanted to show you guys earlier. In fact, you know what, Kelly? We need to mark this one down so we can show everybody else, because this is one of the best examples I've seen in a long time.
Yeah, I misread your question a while ago, Jay, so I apologize. I'm really glad that Wesley was able to pull you back in, because I read it as something completely different, so I apologize.
Oh,
yes, I
Stuart,
do admit when I'm wrong.
Check this out. I'm gonna read Stuart. Guys, if you find Stuart, brilliant. If you find this, here's what Stuart just said. So here, guys, this is how webinars wind up being 8 hours. Stuart just wrote into the bot. I never even thought of this. Check this out. Stuart writes, look at how many places the stuffer's going to, and I'm thinking of calling those people and warning them and getting their business. Guerrilla movers. That is freaking phenomenal. You know what? You could call every one of those businesses and say, hey, look, you know, all I have to do is flag this as inappropriate, and your business could be removed from Google. So whenever you guys find a review stuffer,
start sending Google's rules in a FedEx envelope.
Clients.
Start sending the FedEx envelope with Google rules, a copy of the review site, highlight it, and give them your card.
There's 33 potential clients. Once you say, hey, by the way, here's the rules of Google. Mr. McKinney, you're going to get pulled. Mr. Family Chiropractic, you're going to get pulled. Mr. Orthodontics, there's big money right there. You're going to get pulled. And you know, they're making bank on charging, because do you guys notice a key thing here that you heard earlier? Do you see anything that's cheap aside from the pizza shop? And she must be paying through the nose. And this automotive shop, ugh. Automotive shops are bad. Bad. Stay away from automotive.
Cheap. They
Who
like
goes to
pay
20
50
businesses
cents.
a week? Stuart? Oh, you know who's doing this?
Okay, it's 10
Yes,
o'clock.
Dan.
I have to put my kids to bed. I have to see my husband, and I have to respond to emails.
All right. You're out.
Yes, please shut it
out.
down.
Yep, I'll shut it down here in just a second. I want to make sure I got all the other questions.
That's what the email's for.
Is that Gorilla Mover that's doing that? Do you know who that is? Is that what you're saying? Oh, yeah, he knows. Oh, Stuart. Wow.
Dum.
There you go, buddy. Now you know how to go get him.
Okay, guys, thank you very, very much. If you sent me a report, I will be emailing you soon. And if I don't get to you tonight, it's because I fell asleep. And I will get to you guys tomorrow. So thank you guys very much. Have a good night. And tomorrow webinar, Wesley, yes?
No, not tomorrow. Tomorrow's
Okay.
Thursday. I have to get the membership site finished.
Yeah, I have something tomorrow too. So, all right, guys, thanks.
All right, guys, I'm still here. Any last minute questions? Do you want me to shut it down? You guys want to get busy? You want me to hang around for a little while? You tell me. This is all about you and your new career and your new year. Elizabeth says, get busy. See ya. Get busy. See ya. Thanks, Wes. Awesome. All right, I got 3 let's shut it downs in a row. For the people that are not my regular people, can I get a few of your votes? Have I melted your mind? Heidi, I'm not 100% sure because I didn't look. Explain. Gina's like, explain ARG. That means R. Hey, Gina. How are you? That's my sis. Yeah, Raina, this is my adopted sis. She looks just exactly like Wendy. I'll show you. Randy, I'm not 100%. Oh, yes, I will show you that. All right. All right. I got this one. All right. I got one stay. Jay, here you go, buddy. Jay, type the name of that pizza place. When you add me to Skype and type the name of that pizza place. That way I'll know what we're going to talk about, and I'll add you to Skype, and we'll talk on Skype here in a little bit. Yes, Dan, yes. Only one Gmail. You want one review per Gmail, period. Buy 20 Gmails from Fiverr.com for $5. They'll have phone verified. In fact, I saw one for 65 Gmail phone verified accounts for $5. Guys, that's all you need. I charged Gladstone Dodge. I got real reviews. I posted them up. I got to finish it up. I took him from 2.5 stars to 4.5 stars. I charged him $1,500, and he was very thankful. He still owes me my last $500. Lyle, yes, there will be a replay on this, sir. Lyle, everything that I went over tonight, I've gone over in the 2-hour Monday replay, by the way. All right. Hold on 1 second. Hey, Raina, are you still here? Raina.
Yeah, I'm right here. I'm right here.
All right. Tell them how you found things. I have to use the little boys' room, and then I want to answer a couple more of these questions. Guys, I'll be right back. Raina, tell them some tidbits that you found. I'll be right back.
All right. Hello, everyone. Well, I did what my brother said. I actually talked to my brother 2 days ago, and I asked him about a car question because he's a mechanic, but now he is my guru. He explained to me what he was doing, and I said, I want to listen. I want to find out what you're doing because Wes is always doing something. And he told me about how to do a report card for businesses on the internet. And it was amazing what I found out. I went through the phone book like he had suggested to do, and I ripped out big pages, looked at big pages, and I found out that these huge pages, like on the back of the phone book or in the middle of the phone book or half the pages, a lot of them are lawyers, some are contractors, some are car dealerships. And then I went on to get listed to find out exactly how their ratings were, and I was completely amazed. I'm actually from a small town. I'm in Coeur d'Alene, Idaho, and the amount of non-exposures was amazing. A lot of these people didn't have much of any exposure. They've got a big, beautiful page. They've got a nice, big website, but they're not listed on Google. They're not listed on, let's see here, Yelp, Bing, a couple different other ones, and it was just really really sad. But I think that I have a lot of motivation now, and the motivation comes from learning what you can do, which is very easy, extremely easy. to try and get these people, get them back with exposures. Very, very, very nice. And I think my
I'm
brother
back.
did a great job. Hi.
Hi. Thank you so
Yeah.
much. Boy, I was hurting, guys. All right.
I was just explaining about what I did.
Awesome. Go ahead and finish
Yeah.
up. And then
Well,
we'll finish up, and then when she's done, we'll go ahead and shut it down then. Thank you, Eric. Eric said you did great, Rena.
well, I'm excited. I really am excited. I had no idea what was going on. Wes had been talking about this for a while, about a year. Didn't know. And then I hear it for one of his videos, and it wasn't even a live video. It was a video that he recorded. And I thought, man, if that's not the easiest thing to do, I don't know what is. And I'm busting my butt trying to make ends meet, and I'm thinking, my goodness, this is so easy to tell somebody that their listings aren't doing well, that they're not on the internet exposure that they should be when they spend so much money on advertising. Lawyers who have tons of money, car dealerships. I mean, it's something that is so easy to do that it's kind of one of those things where you go, really? Then you think about it and you go, man, that really will work. And you make great money at it.
Hey, RJ, I'm putting in a link. I'm putting the link right in your thing. Start right there. It said I got 1, 2, and 3, and that will the overwhelm. Guys, I didn't want to overwhelm you. I just wanted to give you guys ammunition to change your life. Whether you buy into my coaching program or not, it doesn't matter. I will tell you this. This is the very tip of the iceberg of what is in store for anybody that gets into the coaching program. I mean, you guys will be in trouble. You're talking brain melt once a week because I can go. So just be prepared. If you bought in, you might be in trouble. You're like, oh no.
I think brain melt is good, actually.
Yeah, Charlie,
really
you just
do.
look for him, just like what Jay found. You just look for him. You click on the name. Let me put this one here. Here we go. You just click on the name right here. Jay said that he had a company that he was worried about review stuffing, and if you click on the name, it's obvious. I mean, look, just you got 16 reviews and they're all going to the same place. Not good.
Wow.
There's the pizza, Sleep City again, Auto Shop again. I'm just going off the ones that I see. Anytime you see this, that's how you find them. Did that answer your question, Charlie? No, RJ, I put the link in the chat box, in your personal chat box. It should be highlighted pink. You should be able to click on that, and your text file, you open it up, and it'll give you step 1, step 2, step 3. In the chat box, I put all the links. You've been here. All the links are in your chat box, sir. Gina, I've given you all your links. You have everything. She's got it all. She's like, no links for me. You guys want me to drop them in one more time just so that you make sure that you got them for sure? Charlie, I do because it's a lot. Okay, good. RJ says they're all there. Charlie, I get the phone verified Gmail accounts. I get them on Fiverr to be able to help the businesses get them put into the review slots on Google, Bing, and Yahoo, because that's where you get the star ratings. Now, do not forget about Yelp. Kelly kind of blew off Yelp, but that's where Apple's getting reviews from. Take a look at Yelp. Now, Yelp is a completely different finicky beast. Les is asking a great question. Hey, Wes, car dealerships usually have a sales rep dedicated for the internet sales, right? And then how do you go about it? You go to the general manager with your get listed and your review report, and you just say, excuse me, but you're paying this guy for this, and this is what you're getting. And I've got an appointment to go back to Bill at Randy Reed Nissan on the 18th because he wants exposure. I start off, I tell him my car packages are generally around $7,500. Here's what Yvette did if you listen to the recording. She got a list of every Mercedes dealership across the United States, and she's hitting them all at 25 grand. She'll take as low as 7,500, but she's telling them initially 25 grand. Gina, you're not setting me up for something, because I'm going to put it on the screen, and if it's anything embarrassing, you're in trouble. But then again, I wouldn't expect anything less from my sister. Okay, you guys got to stop. Stop typing. I can't get it if you guys are typing. There, I got it. Now you can type. By the Sea Dentistry. Verified reviewer. Oh, that doesn't look good. I wonder what verify. Oh, gee. Oh my gosh. 200. No, man. See, that's just ridiculous. It's been almost 40 years I've been taking my pets here. I really love them and I really care, and but yet she's a verified reviewer. Boy, if that's not a red flag, I don't know what, Gina, I'd be calling them saying, you've got a major problem. Wow, that is huge. That is crazy. It's all optimized. They got it in there. Gina, you're going to call them, right? You're going to bring this to their attention? Awesome. How did you find that one? Jack's going, looks like verified reviewer has lots of different names. Click the last one. All right. Last one, page 1, this one. 239. Oh, yeah, we go the same one on the same day. 2 addresses. That's crazy. That's nuts. Wow. Not good. John's asking how, hey, you guys, we can talk about that in Skype. Let's get it shut down so that you guys can, for the people that are not in the group and all that, I want to get them going. Do you guys, the guys who are my guests tonight that are not in the group and all that stuff, do you guys have any problems? Like Andy, I don't recognize your name, and Christine and David. In fact, there's a whole bunch of Davids. Hey, David. By the way, David P. I want to talk to you about that optimized press or the wish list thing. All right, let's see what we got. Wes, thanks, dude. Explain again the stars lower than no stars, and it's not. What? I think what you want to. People click on 5 stars. No. Okay, gotcha. What Gina wants me to explain to you guys is how do you get the 5 stars to begin with. For 5 stars, to get the stars turned on, you have to have 5 reviews. That turns on the stars. If they have 5 1-star reviews, you will have 1 star. If you have 4 5 stars and 1 1-star, you'll get 4 stars. For every 1 star that you have to have 5 5-star reviews to offset it to 3/4. So just for every 1 star, you're going to have to get and collect 5 good reviews to offset the 1 bad star. Also, make sure that the owner replies to the negative review, whether it's phony or not. If it's a bad review because they got slammed, make sure that the owner replies to it in a format that is socially acceptable, that totally, completely disarms and makes the negative review look bogus. In other words, dear valued customer, I am so sorry that you had this experience. I'm the owner of the building, and I'll take out the third loan on my house to buy you a new whatever it is to make this up to you, etc., etc. I mean, don't go off the edge, but reply to it in a responsible manner so that it shows that you're concerned about it. And then part of reputation is staying on top of this stuff. All right, let's see what we got here. Christine is asking, she wants to send the email to get guested in, which is perfect. Christine, just send it to Kelly. And yes, Saturday at midnight it goes up. I sent this out Sunday and I sent it out Monday, and then I'm doing it again tonight. And I opened it for a week, and if I did anything, if I changed the rules now for anybody, it wouldn't be fair to everybody else. And I made everybody aware a couple times. So I just wanted to make sure but Christine, here's the deal. You're going to make so much freaking money if you do this and you actually get held accountable that next week the extra 100, when it goes to 197, you trust me, you're going to be like, dude, I should give you $500. In fact, people have. So, but I'm just starting this off, and just so that you know, I want to make sure it's all clear. Anybody that gets into the coaching program at $97, you guys are my foundation. You guys are my core that I'm building from. And I started to tell you earlier, here's the deal. I think I did tell you. If you can get 100 people to give you $97 a month, that's $120,000 a year. And what I'm going to do is when I get 100 people to give me $97 a month, which I'm not that far away from, I'm going to make this into a product of how to get 100 people to give you $97 a month, and I'm going to sell it for $4.97. And what have I done for the past 3 months? By the way, I did this in 3 months. From the very first time we met, I sold you a $9 product, and I have continued to completely over-deliver. And I have it written down on our page, How to Succeed on Internet Success. Put out more free, useful content than anybody else. And that's all I've done. I haven't asked you guys for anything else. And I like doing video. I've given you guys a ton of videos. And I've just put all this together. Guys, you can do exactly the same thing. It's all here for you. This is exactly what you do. Make sure that your links get back to you and that people hear about your message. That's all you have to do. And just make your content so overwhelmingly phenomenal that people can't resist it. And there it is. And you too can build. And it doesn't take a long time. And guys, there's everybody I know, because I kept doing the exact same thing. But I don't know enough to be able to do this on the internet, Wes, and I don't have anything of value. Let me ask you something. What do you do for a living? You have a skill, a trade, you have something that you do for a living. There is somebody somewhere not as qualified as you are. And you know why I know that? Because on a Wednesday night at 10 o'clock, you're listening to me about the internet. And if you take your same knowledge and find the audience of where your skilled laborers are, or whatever your profession is, there's a group collection of people that want more knowledge about that. Sell it to them. You can do exactly the same thing. And horses are huge. If you're Gina, I think of horses. Gina, horses are huge. The whole pet care niche is huge. There are so many ways to explore it. It's absolutely crazy. But fast money, survival money, helping businesses, it's a gold mine. And the only reason that I'm doing it on the go is because I'm a business owner and I know what works. I know what doesn't. I know what the pain points are. And that's why I'm sharing them with you guys. So if you don't take anything else away from tonight, just know that, check this out. If you want $100,000 a year income, there is not a business in the world that does not have a budget of $97 to be able to help them with their internet. And if you hit 86 businesses and talk them into $97, that's $104,000 a year. And you can take care of that easily, super easy. Because guys, businesses have way more than that. That's only 7 clients a month. and you have a $100,000 a year business at 86 businesses, $97 a year. I mean, $97 a month. 86 businesses, $97 a month. Awesome. Lisa says, Wes, you're empowering your sister. Really inspired me. It's this easy, I'm telling you. Once you get the ball rolling. Oh, by the way, I forgot to tell you guys. Anybody still here, if you need social proof, use aboveandbeyondautorepair.com too. Auto Repair Gladstone. Auto Repair Gladstone, it pulls right up top on the maps, all the stars, everything, it's all right there. Just say, yeah, we did this. We're part of the team responsible for this campaign. Use the LASIK eye surgery 64118. We're part of the team responsible for this campaign. And we're in a position that we can assist you. Now, that's not taking the eyes out of the presentation, but you get the gist. All right, guys, I am going to shut it down before I get shot for going so far over, because I know she'll be back to check, and she'll be mad at me. Stuart, aren't you already in? You're already in. You're welcome, John. Stuart, are you in? You're in, aren't you? Oh, gotcha. Stuart, Skype me, because I'm not going to be able to grab that. So let me do this. Raina, when I shut this down, I'll call you back.
Okay.
Oh, my microphone got loud. I got to grab the thing. There you go, Stuart. John is the coach at midnight on Saturday night at midnight. What's the link to join? It is right here, sir. It's in the chat box, but I'll give it to you again. Copy. Copy, copy, paste. There it is there. And guys, I just put the link for the $97 a month. I just put it in the chat box. And John, oh, I just had it here. JD, here it is. JD, I'm putting it in your message. So that way you got it both ways, sir. Now that's for the thing. If you want the guest in, just send an email to info@offlinebarrierbreaker. And that will be, oh, I closed out the PowerPoint. Just send an email to info@offlinebarrierbreaker. And that will be that one. Let's see, great session. I signed up. Steve, it did Sunday, but our official meeting, our first official webinar, aside from last Sunday, is Sundays at 7 o'clock during the winter until skydiving season starts, and then it'll probably be pushed up to 9, or it'll be moved to Monday or Tuesday. It'll, because the weekends, I can't have, I won't be able to make it back from the airport in time to be able to hold it and have all my thoughts and everything together from skydive, because I work out at the drop zone. I do videos and stuff out there. Steve, yes? Incomtech is a music. Did you have a question, or are you just sharing? If you, hey, Steve, read the whole. I got you. If you read the whole deal up top, read it, and he's all right with it. He says sometimes that'll happen. Just read the disclaimer up at the top. He tells you what to do. Steve says on Incomtech, if you read the whole site and you read everything, he says that every once in a while you'll get the thing for the music. It says right on the top of it, you can donate, you can use the music, and if you get that, just let them know. Steve, the other thing, just pull the soundtrack out, but go to Incomtech and you'll see. Thank you, Steve Hendricks. No, Elizabeth, I went to Guitar Center for the Yeti, and I bought the boom from Guitar Center, and I got the whatchamacallit, I forget what it is, because normally I have it sitting right here, and that way I can look at that screen, and I can look at that screen. You guys, here, I know you've seen it before, but this is what I'm looking at. Hey, Raina. Raina. Oh
Sorry,
well.
I'm here. I'm here.
There you
I
go.
just
You want to
muted
see?
because I don't want you to hear the dog bark.
Oh, gotcha. You want to
Oh,
see?
look at that.
There's that one. There's that one. So I'm watching what you guys are watching. Then I don't have this one on right here. Then I have the overhead projector down there for the big screen. That's on the recording computer so I can see what it's recording. And then I have that one over there, which is the recording computer. So I only have 5.
Is it a little bit of OCD?
No, actually it's the recording computer. I have Camtasia and I have the other one set up over there. And then that one, I want to be able to see. So when somebody says that they have no picture or any of that stuff, I can watch on a whole separate machine going through a whole different port of what's getting put out.
Nice.
Yeah.
See, that's what a perfectionist, Wes, is.
Yeah. Lisa says I unplugged my sound. I don't think so. Do you hear me?
Oh, I hear you fine.
There you go. I didn't unplug my sound, Lisa. And my sister's in I don't know. She's in I don't know. Awesome. All right, guys. Any other questions? Because I'm going to grab the chat log. I'm going to grab the questions log. And then I'm going to go help Kelly answer emails, talk to my sister. Oh, Lisa says I'm on now. Lisa, I think you lost it on your end. But that's okay. That's okay. Actually, Raina, stay right by the computer, and I'm going to send you a go-to meeting. Oh, yeah, I'll put it in your Skype. I'll send you a go-to meeting. Well, guys,
Right.
You made it on a 3-hour webinar, 3 hours and 15 minutes. You were actually all spectacular. Thank you all very, very much. Peace out, Don. Lisa, yes, you got one question? You're welcome, Mike. Good to see you again, sir. John, absolutely welcome. John, you got any questions? Give me a call. Sidra, awesome. Quinn, tomorrow morning, sir. What time? While I'm waiting for Lisa to give me her question. I'll see you in Skype. Just put me a time in Skype. Bruce, thank you very much, sir. Natalie, you're awesome. Not inside, but that's all right. It's all going to be secured up this weekend anyways. Did I put the wrong one in there? Don't matter. Lisa, I don't know. Put him to work. She's asking, here's the question Lisa asked. How can I use my brother to help me find leads? He's very outgoing and likes to talk to everybody. Find a company that has bad reputation, hand him not a bad reputation, no internet exposure on the island, and have him go talk to the business owners that are there. Thank you, Diane.
Right.
Thank you, Bruce.
It's easy.
All right, Larry. All right, Larry. Thank you, sir. All right, Quinn. All right. I will see you in the morning, sir. All right, everybody say good night. So here we go. Chat log. There we go. There's that one. There's that one. And we're good to go. Oh, gotcha. All right. Good night, everybody. And with this, Raina, I'll see you in Skype here in a little bit.
Okay.
All right.
Bye.
Bye. And good night.
The organizer has ended the session, and this call will be disconnected. Goodbye.